welcome to Shade in the City. It's your girl Treese here. And of course, I have my two lovely co-stars, Kimmy Tuned In and Elaine T. Welcome, ladies.
Hey, Shade
Hello.
Squad.
Yes. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Look, let's give them a horn. Okay. And we appreciate everybody being here as you coming into the building. Please make sure that you hit that like button. And if you haven't already, but I'm sure you're gonna like the vibe, you should just go ahead already and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't even gotta think about it later on. All right, let's see who's up in the chat today. Quake, welcome. And yeah, y'all. So this was exciting. I really thank you, Victor Newman, for coming through because the Impaler was not it. Now I do have some words for Victor because the way he just got the dipping with people, and then what was the crazy part? I was sitting there asking myself on Thursday, I said, where is Victor? I was really concerned about my Victor Newman, only for somebody to say, I think it was on Twitter, and they were like, girl, he's on Y&R. He already back in Genoa City. I said, what?
Child. He was in Genoa City before he even got on stage at Fairmont Crest.
I said, now he teleported. I said, damn, and just left and got the dip.
And left his daughter. Like, she ain't even, he was like, yeah, it's a tornado. I gotta go.
You know, that's the daughter he ain't want, so.
I was going to say, so who the hell is Abby? Because I remember.
Ashley is her mother.
She stole Victor's.
Yeah, Ashley is Jack's sister.
Oh, yes. Okay. She stole
Beverly Hills. What's her name?
She used Eileen Davidson.
Yeah, Eileen Davidson
used to be on.
Used to be the person. Yeah.
Oh wow! Hey Cleo, welcome. Yeah, that's crazy. Not her stealing the baby butter. I mean, baby batter, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever Leslie called it.
I'm not mistaken. I think she used a turkey baster. If y'all watched Y&R, y'all let me know. I wasn't watching.
I don't know how she was conceived. I just know who Ashley is. I was not into Y&R for years and years.
Well, yeah, y'all, it was good. I loved it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna run this intro, and then we're gonna get shady, y'all.
Last drip on the skyline pen. Shade in the city, true hit like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they watching the trailers. I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, they laugh in the mood. You like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. Shade in the city, I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe.
All right, y'all. So just a little bit of housekeeping church announcements before we get up here and do this thing. I just wanted to remind y'all that the Really Shady panel, Shade in the City and Really Be, we're doing a Dreaming Out Loud event on July 18th, okay? Up in Bowie, Maryland. We would love to see you guys and hope you join us. We're going to have a nice little meet and greet, have some refreshments mocktails on behalf of our girl Tracy, okay? Yeah, we're going to call them mocktails on here, okay? But Tracy slides you a little something. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You pour your own pain. But and then we're going to go through our workbooks with the author, D. Cummings. We'll also have some Reiki therapy, photo sessions, and then we'll also have a live Hot Topics panel with, of course, Shade in the City and Really Be. So if you guys are interested, the ticket link is scrolling down at the bottom. I'll keep it scrolling throughout the live. And I hope to get to see you guys in person. And for those that, know me or have gotten to meet me, they could say I'm a vibe, y'all. I am a vibe, okay? So, I hope to get to see y'all. Anyway, let's get to business. All right, let's get into this episode. So, where should we start, co-host? Should we start off with the Impaler and just get that out the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get with it. All right. So we know the Impaler reveal happened on Monday. Hey, Harold, welcome. Yes, this week was fire. Okay. Impaler, we learned, is Ashley Jones, which I feel like she had already kind of snitched on herself before she even came on to the show. Somebody said, or somebody had said something in a tweet like, "Oh, it's gonna be she's gonna be Joey's sister, and she's gonna be the Impaler." And then she liked the tweet, which I kind of gave it away. So immediately we knew, oh, she gonna be, she's the Impaler, and of course that's who she was. But can I just be honest? and this is no disrespect to her because I know her as Bridget from Bold and the Beautiful. Was it Bold and the Beautiful or Young the Rest? I feel like it's Bold.
Bold.
Because wasn't she Brooke's daughter?
Yeah, she she was on Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that she's Rick's sister. That's all I know.
Oh, okay. I thought she was Brooke's daughter. Anyway,
I
so
think that's Rick's. Yeah, Rick. That's Rick's. Brooke is Rick's mom too.
No, Brooke used to be with Rick, didn't she?
yeah, Brooke used to be. No, I think we're
Rick was
thinking
her son.
Ridge.
No, Rick is his brother, isn't it?
No, that's Ridge.
Didn't she used? Oh, Storm is the other brother.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought
Look,
that was
y'all teaching me something. I don't know who the hell y'all talking about.
We're
Hey,
giving too many
Angel.
people.
But nonetheless, I do remember watching her on Bold. And I think that she did her thing. So honestly, when I sat back and I watched this, I was lost. And I don't know if it's the chemistry that's not there between her and Joe. I don't know. It felt stupid after all that buildup that we got.
Yeah.
Like, no shade. I really feel like we could have just let Leah go down as the impaler.
Yeah.
it was sort of slow. It was like, oh, did the person send you? Yeah,
Yeah, and she's like,
it's
let's
just
talk
like
about your
really-
family. Let's talk
it
about
was
your
like
kids.
really nothing. It wasn't like dun dun dun. That's what we were expecting, and it was more like, oh, it's you.
Right.
He wasn't
That's what it was
shocked.
giving. Oh, it's you. Like he seen her last Tuesday or something.
Right. He didn't act like, oh my goodness, Bridget. Like, so if you don't act like you happy to see her, what the hell are we happy? Like, and then for her to say, I am the impaler, and him to laugh, it was like, okay, if you laughing, we laugh. Why are we scared of this?
Right.
It just was not good.
Yes, it felt very flat for me. The only thing that I got out of Brooke, though, Bridget was Bridget's daughter, hence her name being Bridget. Okay, that's what I thought. She's Eric's. Oh, okay, Eric's daughter and Bridget's sister. Okay, thank you for clearing that up, Cleo. So you, unfortunately, Quan, we were both off, but
Eric is the father.
right.
Eric is Ridge's father. Okay.
Right. Angel said the Impaler reveal is ho hum. I expected more. Harold said the Impaler reveal was predictable and uninteresting. Very uninteresting because, again, we all knew who it was probably going to be her and because it was talked about. The only thing that I got out of that, and this is really going to throw y'all for a loop, and y'all can throw your tomatoes in the chat, and that's fine. It's because they ain't going to hit me. But I feel like based off of their conversation, and I feel like he said, he said, I know you did your research. I get the vibes. This is just me. Everybody's wanting somebody to have a geriatric pregnancy. What if Vanessa gets pregnant? Because remember, he's like, I never wanted kids. And I would love, no shade, I think that would really send Deanna to the crazy house because we're going to see her show her ass. If her mama is pregnant by Joey. To me, that would be the only good thing, and the sister coming back in town and trying to convince him that he'd be a great dad. And like that's the only thing that to me could tie the whole thing in, because otherwise she's supposed to be coming back next week, and I don't know why.
I feel I don't want Vanessa to have no more kids because I already see enough.
Well, because
of her
we know
already.
she said fuck them kids, but
Yeah, and I see enough of her already. But it would be funny because Deanna will go crazy. But I like I've been saying, and I feel like the only way that this whole thing would turn around for me is if that is Smitty's mama.
oh, I can't with you.
Like for real, like I think that would really be like, oh snap, like that your mama is related to Joey, so now you are Joey's nephew, the man that you hate and despise, and then on top of the fact that Smitty is trying to expose the impaler, and it's his mama. Like that would be Sophie.
I hear what you're saying, but I think the problem with that, and don't get me wrong, Nicole definitely don't look like she could be Martin's mama. Okay, so but I definitely think that would be a hard sell for us as an audience to see Ashley be Smitty's mama.
Not
I mean,
Ashley,
it's a
Vanessa.
hard sell for me to see Nicole if we already see Nicole.
Well, I mean, well, you know, black don't be cracking. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
So
Yeah,
if
wouldn't
Leah,
wanna see Vanessa.
if Leah would have been his mama, that to me would have made more sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Elaine.
I wouldn't want Vanessa with another kid either. I just think she's atrocious. I don't want to see her with friends. I want Ashley Jones to hate her. I want her to come in and hate her. I want her to try to break them up. I want her to tell her that Joey probably unalived her husband. That's the only thing I foresee with this character. Her coming in, like Joey's already lying about it to her, and so you know when he's act like he's got diarrhea of the mouth with her on everything else with Vanessa and whatever Vanessa wants, Vanessa gets. I would like to see her bring some drama to that relationship because they are just too down pat for me. Vanessa's too stupid and turning on everyone in her life. So I would like to see her get some conflict in that relationship because things are just going too well. And if they not bring Doug back, somebody do something.
Well, I agree with you. And there was another thing I'll touch on later. But before I forget, did anybody else feel like they tried to make Joey the hero?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, so this is how they're going to get him accepted into society.
They tried to make him a hero, and they tried to make Leslie more sympathetic. Yes, a lot going on. I don't know what the purpose of the concentration being on Ashley the first day. It was just a lot of propping going on this week. It was hidden in the fact that Victor,
right?
Victor. Maybe they won't pay attention to the fact that 30 minutes of Ashley crying is on here. Maybe they won't.
Girl, we're gonna get to that. Hold on. Okay, so all right, so y'all saying y'all not here for Vanessa to have a baby. Harold said it would have been more shocking if one of Nicole's flings were the impaler. I can agree. I would have preferred for it to have been Kyle. Hey Lauren, welcome. That would be the gag of the whole series, and I'd be here for it. Right, Harold. See, you could see Vanessa would have, but she would put Joey before the dang baby. She would. Yeah. Angel said, I can see the impaler on Leslie and Vanessa's behind. Now, I wouldn't mind that, Angel. I wouldn't mind that. So if that's what we bringing her for, but she doesn't, and maybe she's that like move in silence type of energy that we kind of need, but just based off of what she gave us talking to Joey, and I don't know, she gave little sister, like she didn't give like scary. I don't know. It fell flat for me. I'm not saying that because she's a girl. It just her energy. Like that's why I said Leah, her energy gave me more impaler than anybody because she was ruthless with it. I could see Leslie. I could see more Shanice. But that girl seemed very timid, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But let's move on to Vanessa. And where Elaine kind of left off, Vanessa then kicked Danny out her damn house for telling her the truth.
Oh my God, this damn girl.
And at this moment, I said, why are we still talking to her?
That made me
why is this a thing?
Angry. Who does that?
Let me invite you over and then kick you out because it got too real.
Yeah, I didn't invite you over to talk about that. I'm going to ask you to leave. Bitch.
I need black friends for Danny and Nicole.
Oh my God, this girl is for her to follow up the next day and do what she did at the fundraiser with Nicole. I was just like, can someone knock this witch out? Like, I'm over Vanessa.
And it's not lost on me that she was only looking for Eva. She wasn't looking for Kat.
Yes, did you notice that?
Girl, I noticed.
And unfortunately, I'm going to be honest with you. There was a lot of things. I don't want to. We can talk about the characters. First of all, I got to say, Beyond the Gates, you did an amazing job. Production, cast, crew, everybody turned on their high level of performance this week. I'll give them that. And I feel like that's everybody across the board except maybe the few that we always have a problem with. Like your Ashleys and your Tomas.
Oh my
right?
God, Tomas was atrocious.
Yes, but everybody else, camera went on, they turned on, the production was great. Like it gave me like real life Storm. Like it gave me like, oh my God. Like I was just like, oh, am I watching Twister or Beyond the Gates? Like it was dope. So I gotta give everybody their things because this definitely was Emmy worthy. And yes, please hit the like button on your way. And thank you, Elaine. But this was definitely Emmy worthy. And it's definitely, they better get all their things. Is all I'm saying.
The production, the direction, all of the scenes, the wind. Oh my goodness, it was very good. It was excellent.
Yeah, because I know that was no easy feat. I know it wasn't. Vanessa is the Bonnie to Joey's Clyde. She's too far gone. And thank you. I had this thought the other day. I said, where is damn Pamela when you need her?
Hello.
Her and her accent to talk some sense into Danny.
Oh my God.
Because that's what's so funny. Pam gonna be back like next week. Give it like 1 or 2 weeks, especially now that what's happened with Bill. Pamela gonna come around the corner. She always does.
I wish she would come sooner because the girl gonna confess to Vanessa and
the wrong person.
Oh my God.
Right. Cassius, I hope I said that right, hon. The Impaler would have been better if it was Leah. Agreed. Thank you, and welcome. Angel said, why are Danny and Nicole to cut her loose? I hate this. Right. I do too. Tomas is a doorknob. Well, we all know that. Angel said Tomas needs to be recasted. See, I don't be liking to put nobody out their job, but I can only say I feel like there's one scene where I actually seen him show up, and I'll be honest with you, I can't think of it on top of my head. I can't. Like, I would have to go back and be like, because I know I said it, and I was like, oh, I got to give Tomas his things in this one. But outside of that,
fired,
huh?
It was when he was about to be fired.
Yeah, I think that was it. I think that was it. That was his one.
The scene with him and Chelsea today was just embarrassing. Chelsea was like lost it for a minute, and he's staring at her.
Right.
Like, oh my God, I swear. It was an example of him not emoting. If I could give you a clip of it, that would be the clip.
Yeah, no, I seen him just sitting there like
he was like Isaiah's running around like a duck with no head, and he's like, "Oh, we can't find a cat."
Well, can I be okay? So this may be unpopular, and let me say this before Princess sneak in and kick me out of my own live. But we'll get to it. But honestly, I was a little disappointed in Nicole. Like,
yes,
as far as emoting, she did very good. But I mean, as far as actively
concentrating on.
But actively looking for her kids, and and then she's like Martin. But it's like, what about you? Have another child,
right? And the only emotion she showed was when she broke on Leslie, and I thought that was more about breaking on Leslie than about defending Kat.
I agree because I was like, where was this a day or two ago? Like when you're just like, oh, where's Martin? Because I remember again because I just rewatched all the episodes and. Somebody said, oh, and she was like, oh, maybe Martin and somebody said somebody was in the kitchen. I forgot who it was. And she just assumed, oh, well, maybe Martin and Kat are there. No, if it's me as a parent, no, I need to lay eyes on you.
Right. Just so people had an issue with the fact that Danny wasn't worrying about Andre, but Danny did mention her kid. When she was in the elevator,
but
Danny I want to go see about my babies, and that to me was more than her saying I need to go check on Andre because Andre is grown. Of course, I want to go check on my kids.
Well, can I tell you this? I ain't gonna hold you. Danny gonna get this work on this live too because the way this man was agonizing over her. This man almost got impaled. Literally, no, he was impaled. Literally, figuratively. And yet, all he could think about, he damn near in tears. Exactly. Chelsea trying to keep him calm, and he is really going through it, thinking about you while you bumping and grinding in the middle of the elevator. Now, that's a good question. Did they actually have sex?
I was going to ask that too, because when they stood up, his shirt was tucked in, and his pants was buttoned, and it was just like there's no way that he got dressed like that, sitting down, laying down.
And we didn't see them in any disrepair of clothes. Like even when they were kissing, they were still fully clothed, and they weren't even like acting like they were ripping each other's clothes off.
Right.
I think they
now, but I hold on now, but I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I love some Bill. I don't know what Bill working with, but I know he slipped that, went up that dress, and then so all I'm saying, now maybe if they would have stayed up against the wall, it might have been more believable, but them laying down on the ground, yeah, I think you need to take some clothes off. So I'm with Kimmy on that one. But if they did some up against the wall action, you can keep the clothes on, just pull them out and do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what I will say about Nicole, child. So this episode or these couple of episodes just made it showed that she's really not in control of herself as she portrays herself to be, because she cracked so fast.
Oh my God.
When everything happened, and it was just like when they were just like, there's 2 doctors and a nurse in here. I was just like, what other doctor is in here?
Right, because if you are a psychiatrist, you do a residency, you do a role in medical school.
Oh no, I know you do, but I'm just saying the way she
acted like she was of no use. She did not help at all.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, what other doctor is here? Because this girl was like, she just wasn't. And then to say about the whole her not looking for her kids, I would say because like she told, what's her name? Leslie, when she went off on her, loved it. When she told her, just like, we're all looking for somebody, but you need to, running around with like, running around like you got your chicken head, like, the saying or whatever, you're just causing more stress doing that as opposed to just sitting there. Not even just saying sitting there, but being a little bit in control. Like, you can't go out to go and look for them. You're just going to hope for the best that they're together, because that's all you would hope for, that your kids would be together in a situation like this. So I'm not mad at her, not like trying to run out and look for, trying to leave or whatever. I'm not mad at her for not doing that. I just wish she was a little bit more in control.
Like
she portrays herself.
Like compare her to Chelsea. Chelsea was like, okay, let's make a list. Let's do this. Like,
now I love Chelsea, the way she got down.
From Nicole.
Exactly.
Chelsea. Like, Chelsea was like a battle commander. I was like, you go, girl. You make purses. Come on now.
And to be honest with you, I liked seeing, because we've always thought Chelsea was a dodo bird. So to see her step up and really show up in a time of emergency, I said, yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I guess that kidnapping really kicked in, because in the moment of trauma, she said, no, I got this. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Kamara, for the $10 super sticker. We appreciate you.
And also, I feel like Nicole, these episodes again also showed how sheltered Nicole is, because she's very like a little girl.
Somebody take care of it. Yeah.
Yes. So that's why I wasn't really like tripping on her not looking for her kids, because I was just like, there's nothing she can do really, because they all stuck in there. Like, she can't go nowhere.
Me think about, remember when Ted kept saying, I know how to handle Nicole, and if she would just let me do ABC, then I can take care of it. But she won't allow me in, because, and this is what he was talking about, the control thing. Like, she needs to be told what to do. Like, she needs somebody, she needs somebody to like manage her life, and she'll see the patients. She'll do what, we got to go to your parents' house. We got to do this, but she needs somebody to organize her life. Like, because I was embarrassed for her, especially if you want to compare her to Shanice. Shanice was like, no, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this. You get in line, you do this, you did it. And Nicole was a blithering idiot.
Yeah. Not for
Ted
nothing.
even good. I mean, listen, they got me looking at Ted going, oh, look at Ted. But it's not gonna last that long. We all know.
But
Right.
not for nothing, Nicole and Ted are actually the same person. They
Oh,
each
yeah.
need somebody to tell them what to do in certain areas.
Right.
That's
Yes.
why they fit well together.
No, I
Or
completely
that they
agree.
did fit well
Yeah,
together.
he also doesn't. He doesn't know what to do on emotional stuff.
Right.
But
Yes.
and it feels like, oh, a doctor, I know what I'm doing. But emoting, I like, how am I supposed to feel with the fact that my kids are missing? I don't know. It was like, I don't know what to do, because as soon as he saw somebody like fell or somebody injured, he knew what to do.
Mhm.
But how should I feel about the fact that Kat and Eva are both missing and we can't find Martin? I don't know. Let's look for some other people. Like, he
Ooh.
just was like, whatever,
Hey, Jonda. Welcome. DeMarcus, thank you for the $5 super chat. What's good, Treese and chat? How y'all feel about Sabrina? See, we was just talking about sisters backstage. That's crazy.
Is she?
She's
joining
joining the Beyond the Gates cast, apparently.
Oh, I did not know that.
I didn't
see
either.
that.
So come through, DeMarcus, with the updates, the
Oh,
current
yeah.
current events. I had no clue. You keeping us abreast. I
Sabrina
appreciate
is the
that.
one they killed off the 2 seasons ago.
They killed her off?
Is that the one they killed off?
I'm on season 1.
Look, Harold said, which one is Sabrina?
Well, yeah, she in a coma or something.
Oh wow. She's the one that was messing with the boy that liked to wear panties.
Oh,
That's all I can remember right now. Well, I mean, I'm in season 1. But okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Vanessa. Oh no, I read that already.
Nah, she's too old to play Yolanda.
What'd you say? She's too
Someone
old.
said because she play Yolanda.
Quanzilla said, loved it, but I wish they dragged it out another week. It started and concluded too fast. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, I was literally kind of sad today because I was like, of course, we saw the preview for next week, and I was like, okay, so we're gonna go back to this and trying to force this situation on Kat, and I don't want to jump into that too fast because because that's the meat and potatoes, but still. Cleo said the storm would be over the top for me if Leslie shouts and destroy. Now that needs to happen. We need to find out next week, because thank you, Cleo, for being a great virtual co-host. I can now mark that off my list. We did find out this week on Tuesday's episode that the construction on Leslie Shouse is back on, and I absolutely want that to be blown away.
Yeah, because I mean, from the previews, I think they mentioned that Bill's house was blown away.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Hey Kamara.
That's why they're in the hotel when we see them in a preview.
Yeah, Bill.
Oh, I love that for them.
I love that too.
I love that. That's what y'all get. Kamara said, I love how she told Leslie to sit her down. Right. But then I didn't like that she told Leslie to sit her butt down, but then we see Vernon trying to console her. I don't know. I just when it's up, it's stuck for me. And I guess I need to, be a better person in life. But when it's up, it's stuck for me.
I think I'm gonna be the lone person on the panel tonight. I didn't mind Leslie this week, and I actually
what is going on?
I actually
wait. Today was one thing, right? I did get her concern, and she felt something was wrong with Eva. I did get that. I was sympathetic to her a little bit, but the jumping in where people are like trying to organize. What about Eva? I did think she needed that. Sit down. There's other people involved.
Okay, see now, Kimmy, I gotta hit you with the siren.
Okay.
The storm is coming. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, no, so hear me out. Hear me out. It was moments for me with her when she was wrapping Anita's leg and she was telling her about, after she wrapped her leg.
That's what they wanted you to do.
Like,
they wanted you to get soft.
They did.
No, but not her wrapping Anita's leg. It was her talking about the things that she was doing for her daughter, and that's the only person she has in her life. I feel like Next week is going to piss me off if they're going to do what I think they're going to do and they're going to rip that girl from her. That's when it's going to piss me off. But little moments I felt for her, because I was just like, I get that fear that is just like, oh my gosh, something could be happening to my child and I don't know where she's at. I get that sense of it. Yes, her jumping in saying, oh, we got to go find my baby. Her getting mad at Jacob and telling him, oh, and make sure you act like my baby is this because your brother loves him in this. That is just, no, I couldn't with it. It was just her being like, that feeling where it's just like, that tightness in your chest when you think something is wrong with your child or something is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what made me feel for her. Other than that, it was just like she wasn't as irritating to me this week.
Okay, so the week was annoying. She shouldn't have been at the country club. She was annoying showing up. She was annoying getting in conversations. I thought she bested the Duprees again at the event. Yeah. She wasn't invited. Today I sympathize with bits and pieces of her, but this week, no, it was still throw Leslie at people.
And literally,
yeah.
I forgot about the Devon and Abby. See, you're right.
Yes. And no. So hold on. Don't forget, because it's, and literally as you were talking, I was like, this is the next thing on my list. Leslie going around begging for entry into the fundraiser.
It was all the Leslie show. It was all
and then Tuesday was Jan inviting Leslie to Mona's church event.
Yes,
and even though she gave money
to.
I was just about to say, I forgot about that. You're right. I literally, like, when y'all was saying it, I was just like, this was the week that she went to Orphe Jeans and she gave her that big check and she got the news that she was able to start building. And I was pissed. I forgot about that. You're right. I take everything I said back.
Look, we'll make it think about something, okay? Because I was like, hold on, what is she talking about?
No, I laughed when she said, I heard you got the sugar. I hollered.
When she said, I heard you got the sugar.
Mona needs to slap Jan, because why are you telling her my business?
Well, she's already, the fact that I've already said Jan has already been an op to me.
Jan,
when she befriended her again after that whole big reveal and everything, and Mona was like, oh, I ain't got it to do. And maybe because Mona felt more betrayed because she used her to, carry out her plan. But even still, Jan has been an op. Her and her daughter are op, and that's why her and Naomi and Ashley all fly together. Hold on, let me read some of his comments. Harold said, I thought I was the only person in the world who Danny irritates. Oh no. Now don't get me wrong, that's my spirit person. Don't get it wrong, Harold. I love me some Danny, but I'll read her for filth because she be doing some stupid shit. So Cleo said at Andre with his wide look. I thanked you already, Kamara, for the $10 super chat, but if I didn't, thank you again. Cleo said, I guess we'll find out when she tells Vanessa. Oh, right, whether she did it or not. Thank you. I was trying to remember what we're talking about. Harold said, I don't think they had sex. They were just sitting on the floor sucking face. Okay, thank you, Harold. I hope not. Because then I don't know if I'm be able to forgive Danny, because the thing about it is, first of all, I was never here, and Elaine can tell you, I was never gung-ho for her being with Andre in the first place. But as their relationship continued, I didn't mind it because it was truthful. It was, all those good things. But my issue with it is he has really fallen in love, something he hasn't really allowed himself to, do before. And we keep seeing him have conversations with Ted, with Chelsea, where he's like, Danny is my end all be all. Like he never knew love like this before. Okay. Yeah. So I don't want to see his heart broken when he invests that much into someone, thinking that like, oh, this is my person. And again, he doesn't have his parents. He does. And then she breaks his fucking heart and she moves on with her family. You know what I mean? And that's why Nicole didn't want them to be together in the first place. So, right. But
I think what will piss me off is if I feel like they're going to make it seem like, yes, they did sleep together, because I feel like they're probably going to do a Who's the Daddy storyline.
They are. The Who's the Daddy is coming.
It's coming. But what really pisses me off about it is, especially after watching that flashback episode of how Danny, what's his name? Bill actually treated Danny when he
And
left
he's
her.
done nothing to repair that.
Yeah, and just the way he was talking to her and Chelsea in
Yes.
that room, that you was, yeah, nah. For Danny to even regress back to that, yeah, I just can't. I can't.
And I feel like it was too soon
Yeah.
for this to have occurred so soon after the memory episode. We just saw that episode last Thursday.
Mhm.
I
So
agree.
to have that episode be full on what happened, the culmination of their marriage, how Haley was introduced, and then 1 week later have her go back and sleep with this man. To what end? What is the hole that they are claiming? You know, at the beginning, I did sympathize with Danny from the beginning of the show because I felt like, you know what? He's all she's known for 30 years or 20 years, however long they 30
I
years.
will say now, if anybody had somebody supporting them, that Elaine had Danny's back.
Because I felt like she actually moved like she was devoted to him, her marriage. She took stuff that she shouldn't have taken, and they said that from the beginning that he was a habitual cheater. But the way she chased after them, I felt like there had to be something between them that kept her going back for more. And so even the memories that we had up until the memory of last week and up until the conversation really where he didn't protect her against Mike, you would think that there was more to Danny and Bill than just, you know, the fact that he cheated and left her for Haley at this time. But the memories that we got from last week show how very nasty he was and cruel about it.
Yeah.
And so I don't get why she would cry to Andre and say, I can't believe I was that low and that I allowed that myself to be treated that way. So you recognize that
Right.
you were treated poorly. You know, you can't voice it and then go, I had no idea. I don't know why I keep going back to Bill. You can't say you know you are being treated poorly and then go, oh, I want to go back to be treated. Like, I don't understand this at all.
Well, that's why a lot of people scream on X. It gives Tyler Perry writing because like you're right. It's too soon. If they would have gave us a good 6 months between that memory and Bill doing all these good things and him possibly checking up out of here because he's being poisoned, I think we would have understood a little bit more of her being able to move forward. But because it's so fresh, and then literally the next week, her husband's worried about her and more concerned about her than he is himself, and she making out with Bill. No, it's not a good look.
Selfish, nasty, cruel Bill. Like this doesn't make any sense. And so I can't even defend Danny, although I'm still with her, but I literally want to punch her in the face too.
You and me both. And let me go finish the comments. Angel said Bill doesn't want Danny. He wants to prove that he can get her back even whenever he wanted to. Wow, I never thought about it like that. Hey, Princess. I know you came in the building, but just wanted to give you a formal hi.
No, I think he wants Danny. So I think part of that is
but I think people want what they can't have.
Yes,
Like,
I think
that.
but I think he misses his family. You know, I think you don't know what you got until you lose it. And also, even he said, Danny had lost herself. She took stuff that she shouldn't have taken. She wasn't working. And so since they're not together, he's seen her get back up and start her business. He's seen her go into modeling again. He's seen her become in charge of stuff. He's seen her take stock in her own life and become old Danny or new Danny, because even according to him, he hadn't seen this in 20 years. So I think, you know, she's become who he fell in love with. And I think Kamara is the one that said he probably doesn't even know that he treated her poorly because of what he had been through, because he saw with his father. And so, you know, damaged people damage other people. And so I think,
Girl, you better preach.
I think that is certainly what that Bill and Danny are certainly damaged, but the way he watches her as she enters and leaves, like he still couldn't. She did not look at him when they came back into the room today, and he couldn't keep his eyes off of her.
I hear what you're saying.
I definitely think Bill wants her back. Like Bill want that old thing.
I love that perspective, and I do think that could be true as well. Because you're right. Yes, when somebody sees you, what they say, the best revenge is success or moving on.
Yeah. I feel like the crazy thing for me is what Danny became is what he caused. Like
that part.
She stopped working to help him build up his company, take care of his kids, and he said that she lost herself in doing all these things. Now that the kids are grown and she don't have to do any of that stuff for him, now he wants her back. And it's just like, you don't get to do that. You should have stuck with me as we were going through all of this, but you got too big for your britches. And now that you with this girl that's trying to take you out, you now want to come back to me. And I think also part of the reason why he really wants her back is because he really wants to be Vernon's son again. Like he can be their fixer and help them, but Vernon still ain't gonna look at him like
no. And I can agree with that too. I do think that I sometimes you like your mate's family more than you like your damn mate sometimes. Okay.
Right.
So I can completely understand that. When you be like, yeah, no, I'm good. I do want to stay close so I can, come to the cookouts and stuff like that. But
I think he wanted the whole package. Remember him and Sam talking last week, and both of them were like, yeah, they get on our nerves, but I sure do miss it. Like both of them. Like though, I think both of them, you don't know what you got until it's gone. And so I don't think the kisses were one-sided that he shared with Danny. I don't think that was one-sided. I don't think that was all Danny.
Oh, no. I don't think it was just Danny. No.
And I don't think Bill is kissing Danny for Vernon. I don't. Well, I think it's a whole package. Danny comes with her whole family. I think him staring at the table with Danny and the kids and Andre, and not being able to concentrate on his meeting with Tomas, that's not about Vernon and power. That's about I miss my family.
Yeah, no, I get that.
They don't got that. They don't want to have. We've seen rare occasions when they're forced to sit with him and Haley, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's so cold at the table.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The way he ditched Haley, but okay, let me finish getting through the comments. So Harold said Nicole was going from person to person, crying all over the place every time she found out somebody was injured. They need more level heads to handle this situation. I can agree. Yeah. Let me see. Kamara said, notice how next week Nicole goes right back to Kyle. That makes me mad. Why not Carlton? I think Nicole is hiding again. You think she really want Carlton? Because at this point, I think that the writers have heard us, Kamara.
She made her choice.
Yeah.
She made her choice. Yes, I agree she made her choice, but I think, as we know, that they listen. And I absolutely think that enough people have vented that they don't like the smash the homeboy narrative for Nicole, and it's just easier to put her with Kyle so she's not judged as harshly for being with Ted's homeboy.
And also, I think her being with Ted's homeboy is like an extension of her being with Ted. Like,
right.
At the end of the day, that man, Carlton, pined after her being Ted's wife. And now she is Nicole, this free bird. And he keeps saying he wants all of her, but
operative word,
not really.
Right. Aubrey said they need to get rid of Kat's boyfriend. Welcome, Aubrey. You also said they need to get rid of Vanessa. She's a trash character. Actually, I disagree with you on that. I might not always like what they do with her character, but as far as like her being an actress, she's great. But I will say, right now, lately, the way Vanessa's been moving, I think they need to isolate her and ice her out a little bit. And I don't like that they continue to allow her in. Like, she's the best thing since sliced bread. Jonda said, I definitely think it could have gone longer. I hate Danny's character. She's a dumb bird. Oh, damn, Aubrey, you harsh you on this Friday night. Just Jonda said, Vanessa really showed herself to be an op on a whole nother level. Absolutely. Aubrey said, why would she bring Joey there? Vanessa actually need to go with her fake crocodile tears. She hated that man, Derek. Now that I can agree with you about, Aubrey. That I can agree with you about. Jonda said, I hate Leslie more and more every time I see her. Nothing will ever make me like her. She's not even a fun villain to watch. And I like villains. No, because we gonna get there because Anastasia gave me life. Anastasia was outside of Victor Newman. Anastasia was number 2 MVP this week. She absolutely was number 2 MVP this week. I don't care if she hurt her feelings. I don't care. We're talking about a villain. Anastasia did that shit. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to the rest of the comments. Lauren said the Duprees were protecting Vanessa by letting Joey stay, knowing that he could have. Oh, okay, Lauren, that's a good point. They didn't want to upset Joey because he could have ruined the campaign, and Vanessa should have been thrown out, like she did Danny. Okay, I like that. I didn't think about that. Harold said, I think it just showed that in moments of crisis, even the biggest devils manage to squeeze out a bit of humanity. Okay, look at you having a horde.
Right.
Aubrey said, is it just me or does Naomi have feelings for Ashley? Oh, we've been there. Welcome, Aubrey. Welcome to the club. Thank you for joining us. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave, okay? We've been there, okay? She's having an emotional affair, all right, with her best friend. They cake for Ashley and Vanessa entirely too much. Yep. They want us to feel sorry for, Princess said they want us to feel sorry for Spawn and Leslie. Sorry, but I don't. Spawn is not Nicole's daughter, so don't even go there. I'll be bidding y'all farewell if that happens. Don't piss my moderator off. My Ursula will Ursula y'all out of here. Don't come with that narrative.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that's where they're going. I don't think that they're twins, or no, not even. I don't know, because I keep feeling like Leslie stole one of her embryos, because we knew that she was trying to get. Didn't she do IVF to get Kat or something like that? Wasn't that?
Yeah, she did. She had to do IVF to get Kat.
So I feel like if they go that route, it's gonna be she stole one of the embryos.
But didn't they say? Wait a minute. This week, did we hear something about how she also had to do something to have Eva? Am I not remembering?
No, she just got knocked up with Eva.
No, I thought she mentioned something this week about having to do something to give birth to Eva. I can't remember. Oh my God, it's running together. If somebody remembers that, please let me know.
The only thing I remember is when she talks about caring for her and like not taking her to the emergency room, and that's how she learned how to patch up Anita. Like that's how she knew how to patch up Anita's leg and her sprain. Yeah, that's the only thing I remember. Maybe I'm wrong, because I remember what it was like 1 or 2 weeks ago. She said she was in labor for 2, but she never. But as far as conception, she never makes it seem like she was struggling to conceive, or because again, I don't think the point was to conceive. I think maybe in her mind it was, but It was never intended. So it wasn't like they were planning. You know what I mean? Where him and Nicole were actively planning to have a child. Kamara says, according to the actor who plays, come through, Kamara. And happy belated birthday, boo. I'm so sorry we weren't live last week so we could celebrate you, but I hope you had a wonderful weekend. According to the actor who plays Joey, the tornado is over, but the storm is just beginning. We're getting ready to go through it. Where we are now, nothing is going to be the same. Everything changes. Okay.
I feel like we're gonna find out that either that a stolen embryo or Ted isn't the daddy, and Kat isn't a match because of that.
It better not be that Kat is not a Dupree. I'm just. I don't care about whose Eva parent is. I don't care. They better not mess with.
If they make Kat not a Dupree, do y'all understand? I'm gonna go ahead and put the disclaimer out now, and y'all may say I'm too emotionally invested in the show. I don't give a damn. Mm-hmm. I will be on hiatus. Y'all will need to give me 2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
and I might think about coming back, but I might be so pissed off that I stop watching. I just stopped watching. So hear me now. Look,
I'm not with you. I can't say I'm not with you because it's bad enough how they've treated Kat, but to make her not a Dupree, which is so who she is, you know, they try to make it like she's so different than the other Duprees, and she is not. I think she proved that today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think she was being selfish. I think, you know, she likes the rivalry. She likes the fussing. And so just like when she found out she was injured, she was like, come on, argue with me, fight with me, say something smart to me, because that's their thing. But she didn't. I put on Twitter today, you know, disliking someone is not wishing that they go away or get unalive.
right.
Not this, I can dislike you and not want you to.
No,
not
Kat doesn't. Kat don't want to unalive her. She just want her to go back to where she was and not be a part of her family because she came and disrupted her whole life. And I think that's a reasonable way to feel. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I've heard. Okay, said really. Harold said, "Y'all really get that." I don't think it's the Leslie show, and I'm not a Leslie fan at all. I think that it's a lot of overload of Leslie. Like we liked her, but it's almost like Shanice now, where she's just around and we don't. Now, luckily, Shanice was there because she was a nurse, but even still, I hated that Nicole was there by herself. And anyway, I'm gonna move on. So Lauren said, "I heard Martin is leaving the show to go to Zatima."
No, he was already on Zatima.
I was gonna say, I hope he don't go there. I hope he don't.
He was on Zatima season 2 or 3, and he wasn't on there for season 3 because he came to Beyond the Gates. He's not gonna leave a network show to go to a Tyler Perry show. That's not happening.
Aubrey said
they'll probably put him in a coma for a little bit while he goes and tapes, but
right. I was
gonna say, just completely leave for that.
Yes, because Tyler Perry films his shows in 6 weeks. So there's just like Leslie did both
Family Business
and this show.
And Malone was on there too.
So did Tyrell, and so does Carlton. Joey did GH and Beyond the Gate. So there's no reason for Martin to have to leave this show to go to a Tyler Perry show. That would be ridiculous.
Aubrey said, "There's nothing left for Leslie to do. She acts like a cartoon villain, and I can't stand her." Mm-hmm. I get that. It does give character. Just John said, "Martin gets on my nerves, but I'm ready for them to unalive. Or I'm not ready for them to unalive his character." I agree. It should be a recast if the actor is leaving.
Can we say I sort of laughed when he fell down because he don't listen. If Martin gonna do something, he ain't gonna listen to people trying to tell him something.
He hard-headed.
And so they told him, take it easy. Take it easy.
And you know what? A hard head make a high booty. That's what you get.
He fell flat on his face. And I cracked up. I said, see, you don't listen.
Angel said, "I think that Leslie stole Eva from another woman in the hospital, maybe unalive that woman. Eva is neither Ted nor Leslie's." Wow. Aubrey is going with the twins theory. Jonda said, "Jan is a thirsty whore." What happened to Owen? What happened to Owen? That's another thing that I don't like that they do. Not that we really cared, but I remember we were like, maybe Owen's the impaler. And it's like, I hate that they introduce storylines and people like Andre was supposed to have some secret that we were supposed to be, and then they just drop them out of nowhere, and then we're all left like, but you act like you didn't tell us that this was a thing. And now all of a sudden,
maybe she's for Andre, because I do not want him back in Ashley's orbit. I'm sorry.
I don't either.
I don't care what Danny did to him. I'm not here for the redux of Dondre, because
can I tell you something? That's a very good thing to say, because somebody else said it. I believe I was on TikTok on somebody's live, and they were talking about they had the lowest ratings when they were doing this Andre and Ashley stuff. And if they try to push that on us again, that their ratings will drop, because we don't like it. Like, we've already told them we don't like it.
I've never seen the social media be more emphatic. I did not see.
I was going to say, maybe it was you.
I did not see anyone rooting for Andre and Ashley unless it was people who didn't like Danny. You know, people who are like they don't like. There are people who don't like Danny, which is fine, but and they just wanted her to suffer, and so they kept saying, "Oh no, but Andre really loves Ashley. Andre really loves." But I didn't see a single person like going after them as their couple to root for. Not one.
Mm-hmm. Harold said, I still think Andre is Danny's Mr. Right now. Now, granted, over time, feelings are becoming stronger, but if Bill divorced Haley today, she'd run right back into his arms. I believe that. She'd be like, Bill, I need to console you. You know what I'm saying? Aubrey said,
he's already have his baby, so they'll be tied to each other.
okay, so Aubrey agrees with Kimmy. Bill only wants to be back in the graces of Vernon and Anita, but remember the Thanksgiving episode? He doesn't want that. He wants the lifestyle being the Dupree. Well, I mean, he's rich, so he can have it, but I think, yes, the acceptance and being one of them. Kwanzilla said, I hate the writers and the timelines. Correct Young and Restless announced the storm before it started on BTG, and they were already back in Genoa City, and Diane missing on Y&R is a mess. Okay, and didn't go missing on Y&R. Oh, okay.
You know, on Y&R, Diane is missing. Like she ain't been on the show, and her and Jack aren't in a good place from what I've heard. So for people that watch Y&R to watch BTG and see them all hugged up and lovey-dovey as if they not watching at 11 o'clock and they don't see Diane because Jack is looking for Diane on Y&R right now.
She's missing, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what's so wild? To speak about that, I'm a little upset, and this literally was my next segue to my next topic because we gotta give our boy his things, okay? Victor Newman, Eric Braeden came through, touchdown, had the tequila with Vernon, and was like, "Yeah, I got you, my boy. You're my guy." Like, I love Victor Newman, okay? Anybody that knows me knows that Y&R was the first soap I ever watched with my grandma, and I have been watching that man since I have been alive.
Right.
Okay. And the fact that he still look good, he got a couple wrinkles and things, because you know you can always tell in the hands and the neck, but he still look good. And the fact that he is such an ally to our community in real life, makes me love him even more.
Yeah, I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing that upset me about Victor's appearance, I said, where is my girl, Nikki?
They're not together either.
Yeah, well, that's what the people had to tell me. The people was like, they not together over on White. I said, literally,
they're separated.
I feel like it was like maybe 3 to 6 months ago. This is what I'm saying. You could walk away from a soap, and they're gonna be back together in another 3 to 6 months. But 3 to 6 months ago,
they had an argument today on the show. I had it playing while I was in here cleaning and stuff. But they had an argument today. But he shows up in Y&R today, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, it was a tornado." And has anybody heard from Nick? Is like, has anybody heard from my dad? And then he walks in and he's like, "No need to call out for anybody. I'm right here." And Nikki is there too. And Nikki's like, "Oh my goodness, thank God." But they are not together right now because, let me see if I can get this straight. I don't watch Y&R either, but I did try to get a take on what's going on in Y&R when I heard they were coming over. Mm-hmm. So apparently Victor set Jack up and drugged Jack and put him on a boat with the crazy lady. One of the what's the crazy? I forgot.
Sheila?
Not Sheila. Sheila's B&B.
Okay, sorry, I get the name.
Another crazy lady that is obsessed with Jack, and he was drugged, and then his wife found him on the boat with her, and that's why on Y&R he and his wife are separated too. So it made no sense to the Y&R folks how they're at this event together and all hugged up, because on Y&R they're separated, and he can't even find her right now.
This is like the second time Victor has drugged that man and put him on a boat.
I was gonna say, I feel like he's done that before.
Yes. And it was with the same girl, if I'm not mistaken.
Diane?
No, not Diane. It was the crazy one.
Diane is his wife. What is the lady?
What is
crazy
his name?
lady?
Patty.
Patty Williams. Patty Williams.
Yeah,
That's who it
Patty.
is.
Patty.
Yes.
See, I would have believed Phyllis more than Patty, but I hear you. But I don't even think Phyllis on there. She went to B&B, didn't she?
No, she's on there. She's on Y&R.
Okay.
She's still on it.
That is funny. Aubrey, I think I couldn't agree with you more. And I didn't, again, she still got a job. She ain't losing a job. But I saw that chemistry and I saw two things I noticed in this past week. They are making a way for another crossover, probably on Young and the Restless. They're making a way for Haley and Joey to cross over to Young and the Restless. I clearly, it was very clear as day what they were doing. And I said, okay, I see it, because now Joey owes him a favor. I said, so I don't mind it. Again, I enjoyed this week. We can keep it going. And if that's how if y'all actually get me to sit down and watch, because again, if I catch the tail end of it, cool. But if anything, I watch more Bold and the Beautiful because I'm watching the end of it before we go into Beyond the Gates. But that's a very smart strategy. I'm not mad at it if that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
As much as I love this crossover, if they were to have our people cross over to Y&R, I would not watch it, because Josh Griffin is a horrible writer.
Oh, okay. Now this is you and Elaine's talk. Y'all be talking about the writers.
He is worse. All the stuff that we be talking about, our writers, the people at Y&R wish they had our writers. That I remember a couple years ago, they used to have breakdown writers, script writers, just like any other soap. This man fired his whole writing staff, and he does it all. And he's also the executive producer. So
so he's a Tyler Perry, is what you're saying?
Yes, and you know how we feel about Tyler Perry. And if they were to take Haley to Y&R, we would only see her on the 1st and the 15th, because that's the only time they show the Black folks.
Congratulations to everybody that got gifted a membership for next month. You're welcome. I just wanted to say that, but no, okay. So not watching it. I would, because I think that would be. I don't know. I did see the chemistry, and I could see it for Haley and Kyle. I was like, okay, this is cool.
I see it. I would love it if he were to come over here, as opposed to them going over there, because I just don't think they would write anything good.
Well, I don't think Kyle don't really have nothing going on at Y&R, do we?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I would, if he were to come here, I would be okay with it, because I did like their chemistry. I thought it was
did.
Good. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I like Devon's chemistry with Danny.
Oh, now thank you for getting into that, because yes, that chemistry, and I love that Andre peeped it.
Yeah, he was like, have we met? I was like, ooh, look at you, Andre, standing up on your 2 feet.
Now, let me ask you, so what's going on? Because I thought it was weird for him to be low-key giving the eyes, but he was sitting there with Abby, and I don't know what's going on with him and his wife, but it didn't seem like the fact that, I mean, I don't know where he was when the chandelier fell, but the fact that Joey had to come in and save her up, I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, it didn't seem like Devon would even do that if he's sitting, and maybe that's how they move. But
where she was walking away from Diane when she was underneath the thing. Her and Diane was just sitting there talking, and then she walked away from Diane, and that's when the chandelier was coming down. Yeah, so I don't think she had gotten over to Devon yet.
Yeah, I think she was walking towards him. But Devon is a cheater, pumpkin eater. He slept with his daddy's wife when his daddy was blind. I love me some Devon.
He slept with Neil?
Yes, Neil's wife, which was Hillary. And man, when I tell you I loved Devon and Hillary, and I was so sad when they killed her off, I think that was what made me stop the show, because they did her dirty. But yes, Devon, exactly. On that show, the only girl that he has chemistry with was Hillary. Him and Abby, yeah. Abby just needs to go. I wish that chandelier would have knocked her out.
She was sort of awkward when she was talking to Chelsea. Like, it just didn't flow. I understood what they were doing at the beginning. It just seemed awkward there, and then when they walked off, it seemed better.
That's how she is on her show. She's
Oh,
awkward.
Lord.
Oh, she's awkward. Well, thanks, because I was wondering. All right, y'all. So let me get off of Monday. This is the last thing I have. Jacob finally admits to Isaiah that things have changed with Naomi. And I said, well, it's about damn time. Am I the only one that got that through his conversation with Isaiah?
I don't think I paid attention to their conversation.
I don't know. I think he was
You don't
saying
think so? I think he still loves her, but I think that he realizes that the relationship has changed. Like something
I
like,
thought he was saying he's changed.
but that in turn would change their relate. You get what I'm saying? Because he's so focused on Impaler and work and whatever, and now she wants to show up and love on him in between. Oh well, you got to wait until I schedule Ashley first. So you get what I'm saying? I just feel like that was kind of like, and then we see Naomi the next day go talk to Danny, and she's like, yeah, it ain't the same with Jacob, and Danny's like, well, why don't you invite Ashley? And I was like, Danny, why did you say that?
But I mean, the way she's complaining is like at every turn she's going, I didn't sign up for this. You ready to so I seriously think Naomi's issues with wanting to break out of her marriage at every possible problem has to do with her parents divorcing. Like, I think the trauma that she experienced from her parents' marriage, and it wasn't even that they broke up. It was the whole thing. It was the cheating, the lying, what she'll put up with, the fact that she thinks you can lay things out all clear, and then that's how your marriage will be forever, and things won't change within the marriage. Like, people don't change in the marriage as long as you made a contract. Like, I think she wants out of the marriage so that she can't be hurt like her mother was after the dissolution of her marriage.
Oh, so you think it's like a beat you to the punch type of
situation?
Situation.
So like, because there's so many times that she said, I didn't sign up for him to be an undercover detective. And then she went to him and was like, well, if he can't go with me to parties, I didn't sign up for this. I'm always by myself. Why would I want to do like, which one is it? He's an undercover detective now. You don't want to. He's got to go to parties with you.
Well, I think, and don't get me wrong, because they did give us that flashback. Jacob was just like the cop that brought the people into court. Yeah. So I think he probably had like 9 to 5 hours. Like it was something decent. And now that he's going undercover and he's a detective, it's totally different. And so I agree with you. Does it irritate me and get on my nerves? Absolutely. But I think that's what she's referring to. Like, I didn't realize, because I remember there was one point where she said, because we're married, it's my job to support him in his dream. I forgot I think we were just talking to Danny or Bill, but she was like, it's my job to support him in his dreams, and even if she doesn't like it. So she doesn't like it, but she feels it's her duty, especially based off what she's seen with her mother. But do I think that a part of them has never really recovered since that whole baby situation? And it's kind of, I don't want to say it's went unresolved, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's the elephant in the room.
Right.
And I think ever since then, they haven't really been happy, in my opinion.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And I could go as far as to say they haven't been really the same since he arrested Danny, and that was week 1.
Right. And she hiding stuff from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. They not long for this marriage.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. It's unfortunate. Okay, I guess we can just tread over this real quickly. Tyrell is getting on my nerves. He's still hoping that his D is gonna keep make Jessica change her mind. Little boy.
I was so mad.
And I told y'all this was gonna irritate me.
Do you agree with me that she did the right thing in making her plans clear? Or are you still like, no, don't break up with me 3 months in?
Okay. Hear me out. Again, if you tell me we're breaking up, we're not screwing, because again, as women, now he may not have, but because she's his first, I do think that there is going to be a little piece of attachment. So I think that yeah, it's wrong to be like, hey, so by the way, I want to keep screwing you over the summer, but nigga, no, I'm leaving and we're gonna break up and we can, keep in contact and I come you on summer break or winter break. But that's wild to me. At that point, just say we're broken up and we're gonna be cuddy buddies through the summer. Let's not.
In the meantime, he's thinking he can screw her into staying in DC to go to school. That's not right either.
Yeah, like I said, I was pissed. Like, I was just like, because I liked them initially, but when he told her that, I was just like, see, now I'm glad that she told you this is what my plan is. And I'm gonna have my fun with you for the next 3 months, but I'm dipping after that.
And that's why, and then we saw her parents. So I'm like, she has all the reason in the world to want to get the hell away from her parents. And so the fact that you're still, and she's voiced to you how much she can't stand her parents. And that's why I said, if they try to force this teenage pregnancy on us, please understand Jessica is not doing that shit. I believe heavily. Jessica ain't doing that shit. Jessica's gonna be at the clinic. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, if it's somebody gonna be at the clinic.
Yeah, she gonna be.
Jessica's not the one.
No.
That's why I said if they're gonna try to do that narrative, they needed to make it Chessie. Chessie gives me that she would be like, oh, okay. And then Anastasia would be so happy to have a Dupree in her family that she would, you know what I'm saying? And be a part of the circle. But nah, it wouldn't work. In my opinion, based off how they've written Jessica's character and built her up, she wouldn't keep that baby.
Nope.
So, or I don't know, maybe she'll have it and give it to somebody. They love an adoption storyline. Kamara said Jacob needs therapy. He ain't right in the head. Jacob now has anger issues. Technically, Naomi has a great husband as well. Now she's destroying it. Danny has a dream husband and she's blowing it. Well, that part. Talk about comparisons. Good job, Kamara. And yeah, I do see the anger issues. Like when he was talking to Elon today, I was like, sir.
Yeah.
I was like, you better pipe down. Not only is he your boss, he's your daddy. And the fact that Elon is just letting him fly off the handle and do what he wants.
And not saying anything or noticing anything. Where are you, Elon?
Sitting there with his angry, sexy face. that I love to see. M. Child said Hillary passed away, but the actress returned as her long-lost twin sister as an attorney named Amanda on YNR. Just an FYI, she won an Emmy. Okay.
Yep,
shout out to you.
First black woman to win a lead actress Emmy.
Really?
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think she was the first black woman because the first time, because I think Debbie Morgan won it, but she shared it. So I'm gonna look that up and make sure.
Okay, M. Child, and welcome to the live. Harold said Tyrell always had a shatty attitude to me. I didn't like the fact that he told Samantha that he was jealous of him and Jessica. Like, boy, calm down. If she goes to UCLA, that relationship is good as over. That part. M. Child said Tyrell is being stupid. I wish I could have changed my decisions for some. And M. Child, y'all know, y'all to watch my live. I made that same decision. And I went to college. I got my degree. Okay. So I'm not mad about that. But would I have went and moved with a boyfriend at my young special age? No. I might have kept my ass at home. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say yes. She was. She made history. She was the first African American woman to win a daytime Emmy in 49 years.
Wow.
In 2022.
Okay. Shout out to M. Child and Kimmy for giving us some nuggets. We love that. Good job, ladies. We love y'all, my panel and my virtual co-host. We love y'all. Angel said, was it Elaine Holly, the first Black Daytime Emmy winner? I could be wrong. What's her name, Kimmy? Elaine Holly, is that her name?
Michelle Morgan.
Michelle Morgan.
Oh.
Okay. So then we saw Andre give Danny this ring, the string that's supposed to mean they're gonna be together forever, and basically they soulmates.
You just knew something.
Yeah, I knew. And at that moment, I knew. And I said, yeah, that ain't gonna last long. Martin's worried about if he's gonna win these elections. I don't think you are, because you're gonna be in a coma. So I think we can move on from that. And Jacob think he got the name of the impaler, but it's totally different than what we know. I didn't even bother to write down the name because it didn't make sense to me. Hey, Sweet Pea, welcome.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
Hey, C Golden, welcome. I guess we can move on to Ted showing up at the joint with Shanice. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Why?
I just, I don't like Ted and Shanice. And the reason I don't like Ted and Shanice is because I want better for her.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to understand, especially now and with things going on in their family, this literally, and this is going to sound so terrible, and I'm not judging nobody. I'm just speaking for me. Literally, when I was single, and I ain't have no kids, and that's why I had such a hard line of I'm not dating no man with kids. I'm not dating nobody that's been divorced. I'm not, because I just felt like you're always gonna have a tie to another person, and I can't get upset with that. And I know I'm the type of girl that doesn't like that. So I knew what not to involve myself with. And Shanice has clearly showed us her insecurities, and with things going on with Martin, and then we're gonna have things going on with Eva. Obviously, Kat's gonna be going through it mentally. Ted and Nicole are about to get real close. Yeah, she might still be hunching on Kyle, but as parents, they still have to parent. And even though they're grown, I think that that's still going to bond them. And then with Leslie and Ted and Eva going through it, you get what I'm saying? It's still going to bond him. So she's still going to be dealing with the same issue. And I just don't want that for her. I really think she deserved a clean slate with somebody that wasn't Carlton would have been great. Not married. They ain't got no kids. Now, that to some people, that's a red flag. It might be to me. But even still, that should have been kind of her lane. Y'all can disagree.
No, I get it. I get it because with everything that's about to be happening, he's going to be pulled in every direction except for her direction. So I can see that. As far as her coming to the event, I wish I didn't have a problem with her coming because that's his +1. I wish they would have let Nicole have a +1. That's what I didn't like. I didn't like that Nicole keeps coming to these events by herself, or she don't ever she's not allowed to have a date with her.
Well, she got 18 people she's seeing and don't want to.
You took the words out my mouth, Elaine. I said she got a whole starting lineup.
She going in a different direction. I didn't mind Shanice being with him, especially because she agreed to go back to seeing him. So I didn't want her to agree to go back to seeing Ted at all. But once they're back seeing each other, I think it certainly made sense for her to come with him to this event, especially since she wound up being so needed, with the tornado outcome or whatever. So I'm glad she was there because Nicole was of no use.
That part. Then we get into Bill completely ditching Haley, and we saw her run off the path. But the way he was like, "Yeah, you should go make your own drink." I said, "God damn!"
Yes, he did. Oh my God, he didn't want to be bothered at all.
I mean, literally, as soon as they hit the door, he split ties with her. I said, "Shit."
It was him hugging Kat for me that had me tickled. The way she
did you see Kat's face?
Yes, I was like,
"What are you doing?"
He was trying to get away from her as quickly as he could.
Oh yeah.
So do y'all think he knows? Because the way she was in there, and she'd be out here poisoning him publicly and putting things in his drink.
The stupid ass don't know.
I think he was just excited because this is the first time that he's gotten to be with everyone.
And because he missed Cotillion. You're right. Yeah. And because he missed Cotillion.
But what I didn't like is him telling Tomas that this wasn't a work you need to mingle and do all of this.
Yes, because he made the boy more awkward.
Exactly.
Thank you, Elaine.
Thank you. Simultaneously are telling him that he needs to treat Kat right. Why would you then tell him to leave Kat alone?
The way Jack and Diane ran from
Elaine.
It was literally the laugh out loud moment.
I thought I was
it was great talking to you. We gotta go and check on the rain or something.
I thought I was the only one that noticed how they ran off when Kat came up. They were like, "No, thank you for all the information," and they ran. I said, "That's literally in my notes." I said the Abbotts run away from Tomas.
And then Kat is like, "How's that going for you?" Like, I guess that didn't work out too
Follow
well.
up an email. They're not gonna get your email. It's gonna bounce back.
Right, it's gonna go straight into spam. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie, that did tickle me. All right, then we move on to Ted confronting Joey and Vanessa because they ass shouldn't have been there, or at least Joey shouldn't. And I like how all the men pulled up.
This was so frustrating though that they still didn't win. They all pulled up and was like, "No, no, hell no." And Vanessa got to go pull rank and go, "Well, I will do ABC." And so Nicole is like, "Really?" And then Nicole, to see you the next day leaning on, I'm so over Vanessa right now.
It was her. It was Vanessa saying, what did she say when she was like, "Can you tell your
father, your father and your brother-in-law, or your father and your ex-husband
to get the hell out of my face," or something like that? I was just like, is she okay? Girl, I don't. Yeah, Vanessa. They need to.
And I think, and look, I don't want to get into it, but I think that's what pisses the people off. We don't mind a little adversarial stuff, but it's the fact that it's the people that they let get that off.
Yeah. And how many times is Vanessa gonna do this to Nicole, and Nicole gotta eat it, right?
Well, Nicole, Danny, and then I think I brought this up before in the live. I said, because I said Smitty is the only one that your grand and your run to your grandfather, and he's the only one that can talk to them crazy. Whoa, Vernon, we'll talk about this later. We ain't gonna talk. And I'd be like, Vernon is the GOAT, right?
Right.
When that man say, when Vernon Luther King say he want to have a word with you, you listen. And he's like, nah, I'm good. And I've noticed, and that's, again, I don't want to play into that narrative, but I am noticing more and more the people that they let go with them and that they say, I'm like, why is it always the people that aren't melanated? It's giving a little weird energy, but that's just my opinion. Kamara said, I had said that deep down, Andre knew that the other shoe was going to drop on his marriage. The level of deep love that he has for Danny is what all Black women want. Danny may seriously need to think. Oh, absolutely. Brady Chick, hey, welcome. Ted showing up with Shanice was better than Eva getting him to bring Dana. It was. Ted won't be there for Nicole or Martin. Damn. Well, you know what, Brady? For once, I think I can agree with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dana's not gonna let. I mean, not Dana. Leslie is not gonna let him. She's gonna milk this for all that she can.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, and she's proven that he will do whatever she says.
Right. Harold said that
she will get Ted to do whatever she says.
I'm laughing at Harold. He said that's why Haley's dropping cat pee in his drink. Kimara said, I told Treese that Kat has to understand that Bill watched Kat grow up with Chelsea. Bill loves her like his own child. And that's one thing Bill and Dick could be. I can imagine, and they haven't shown us flashbacks, but they talk about it. And of course, they all gathered at Vernita's house for large family gatherings. But it gives me Bill and Danny's house was the house to go to.
Yep.
Bill and Danny were the aunt and uncle that everybody wanted to be at their house. They wanted to kick it. And that's why they have such a love. It seems almost more than their parents sometimes for these kids. If Kat got in trouble, Bill would risk his life. Just like, I absolutely believe that. I don't disagree with you. And C. Golden said Vanessa's not a good friend. She's not. She's been an op since the moment she sold Haley and Bill that house at week 1. She's been an op.
Yep.
But and then Doug, and we could go through her many transgressions, but I'm gonna move on. All right, ladies, I'm gonna take a potty break, but I'm gonna kick y'all off with Kat stopping Eva from giving all the press they damn family business and what y'all think, because a lot of the people disagreed and said, "Oh, she didn't say nothing. We thought Eva was handling it well," and I said, "Bitch, what?
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't gonna get ready. The lady was leading her on to sort of coddle her into admitting something.
And then
if you've never dealt with a savvy journalist who's trying to trick you, you walk right into it. And she's never dealt with anything like that. Kat was absolutely correct in doing that. And she wasn't rude at all.
it's just, this is what makes me not feel bad for Kat not wanting to be there for her. Like, girl, you easily could have said no comment. You are the one who was so happy that somebody is referring to you as Martin's sister in the press. You're just so happy, so giddy to be doing this that you didn't even think of the ramifications that it could pose towards Martin's campaign.
That part.
She's asking you questions like, oh, how did they find this out? And then you was talking about, oh, you could have had it covered, but you look like a deer with a caught in the headlight when she asked you that question, that you was looking at Isaiah as if Isaiah could give you the answer since he wasn't there. So Kat interrupting, and then the fact that you rolling your eyes, making it see the animosity that is between y'all when Kat was civil with it, like, oh, you know, let me, you know, I gotta have.
She did it very politely, and
yes, and then
I just need her for one little second here, you know.
And then you rolling your eyes, showing to this reporter that I don't like this girl, I don't like my sister. So now that's something that she could put in, you know, she could put in a story, or, you know, something, she could come back to you to do something. But it's just like you always think that Kat is out to get you when she's not. She don't think about you. She's thinking about her brother. She was trying to take her brother from an embarrassing situation.
Right.
Because y'all already embarrassed this family in this same place a year ago.
Right.
Well, what was she really gonna say? And that's what the thing, when people, like, you know, I try not to dig into people's too much into people's, you know, whatever other differing opinions. But then when it was like, what was she really gonna say? Because like you said, she was a deer in headlights. So hey, by the way, me and my mama sabotaged the anniversary party and decided to, like, so you would have had to throw your mama under the bus, which you would have never done. You would have had to throw Ted under the bus and say he's never been there, which is still Martin's father. Like, it's so many, like, that's why I'm just like, no, Kat really did. And I think C. Golden saved it. Kat saved her. And stupid ass Isaiah was going along with it. Yeah.
Because he don't know either.
And Cleo said that heifer lit up like a Christmas tree, acting like she know what she was doing, talking to the press. Right. Right, exactly. So I don't know. I felt like Kat did what she was supposed to do, because I think we all can agree that she was protecting Martin. She won't think about Eva, and she won't gonna let Eva hurt her brother.
She also has been through another campaign with Martin. She's been through this with his first campaign. So clearly the family has attended, you know, political events before, and I'm sure they've all been, you know, sort of trained on how to deal with things like this, whereas Eva has not. And so this goes to Eva pretending that she's sweet to everyone, but one-on-one with Kat, she's nasty. And so, you know, she would describe this as Kat being her nasty self, when from the outside looking in, this was really Kat looking out and looking out for you too, because you don't want to say something inadvertently that this lady is trying to trick you. You don't know the tricks of the trade.
And she already feels persecuted by the whole town. So why would you say something else that would remind people that, oh yeah, you shouldn't be here? Because let's just keep it 100. Oh, and you know, everybody blames me. You know the story she came to Isaiah with. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. M. Chop said, I loved how the Duprees have mastered politely pulling someone to the side to tell them something important in that moment, like Kat and Eva, Anita and Kyle, Smitty and Jack. I loved it. I agree with that. And I loved how you named all the scenarios. That's a very good.
Yeah. That's good.
Angel said Eva wants Kat's life.
And she's slowly getting it.
And she's slowly getting it. And that's what Kat was telling her. She was like, you trying to make me look like I'm the evil half sister.
I felt for Kat, like, in all her scenes, because it was just like when she was telling her, she was just like, you've mastered making me look like the wronged party. I mean, not the wrong party, but the one who's doing you wrong.
Right.
Just for you to run to Isaiah to make it seem like she did you wrong.
Right.
Like you really truly have mastered that. And when we get to that scene, I'm gonna tell y'all when I cried. When we talk about that.
All right. Well, then let me get off because I think this is the last of my Wednesday notes almost. But at least we moving. We moving. I'm liking this. Okay. So because my baby got his first competition in the morning.
Ooh.
So yeah, he has his first jiu-jitsu competition. So I gotta make sure you go up there and whoop
Good
some ass.
luck.
Thank you. But you know what? I kind of feel like I shouldn't go. Like I don't want to miss it as a mom. But I'm that mom. You know, they already forewarned us, like, you know, parents are passionate, and there may be other parents like kick that kid's ass or, you know, kill him.
Oh, Lord.
And the minute I hear that shit, Elaine knows me. I'm gonna be on that guy. I'm gonna be on that goddamn mat kicking somebody else's ass. And I'm short, so they might be taller than me. Okay. But I'll be on that mat kicking somebody's ass. So you know, I'm trying to debate whether I just let Jamel go and do the video footage and bring it back because I gotta take him to a birthday party tomorrow anyway, or if I go but I know I'm gonna be wound up because for me, anytime I have to see my child fight, even if it's willingly, and even if he wins, of course I'll be proud, but the whole minute I'm gonna be cringing and wanting to go on the mat and whoop niggas' asses. That's just who I am. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's painful.
Yeah, it's painful. All right, so let's talk about Anastasia getting at Ashley. Now, a lot of people were like, "Oh, you know, Anastasia was so wrong," and I said, "You know what? I was here for it."
She said everything.
She said she told some
thought
ugly
she should
truths. Again, ugly. She told some ugly truths, but they needed to be said. And I'm happy because I didn't like the way Naomi came at what's the name? I'm not Naomi. Ashley came at Naomi like, "Oh, well, your husband is the reason."
I didn't like that either.
So when Anastasia spun the block and reminded her, "No, you should feel bad.
Yes.
You didn't want him when you had him, and now you feel bad that he dead. Let's talk about it, sis."
She said what we were all thinking.
Mm-hmm. Anastasia absolutely said what we were all thinking. You got anything to add, Kimmy? You gonna come in with the soft heart?
No, I loved it. I loved it. I said on my TikTok last week, if I was Nicole, I would have lost a friend the day that she told me, "Well, your husband." I would have slapped the piss out of her and never spoke to her again.
And for me, why are all of these people taking this crap from supposed friends?
Mm-hmm.
Because Ashley is dead wrong. You know that you are the reason that man is no longer here because he wanted to be Captain Save-A-Ho for your bland behind, even though you left him to try to be with Andre and then turned around and ran straight to Grayson after a one-night stand and wanted to marry that man. She was acting like she wanted to marry that man. And you kept trying to warn her that man wasn't right. And she was kicking you in your teeth, letting you know that you're just jealous. So yeah, no, I don't feel sorry for her at all. I wish Anastasia would have said some more.
No, I loved it. Now, then it makes me mad that a lot of the people was upset about this. Why your nephew, who we know you love, dote on, because we know you love your nieces and your nephews just as much as you love your kids. Again, they came and played at your house. Now, you missing this whole situation because you up here pacifying Ashley. And I said, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah, this was the idea that the best thing we could do with Danny on this day was send her upstairs to talk to Ashley while she's crying on the 17th day for her boyfriend who she broke up with and was mean to. I just am confused.
And my thing is, I understand it's natural for people to romanticize or fantasize when people are no longer here. But we saw her go through it was funny because I was talking to my sister about it. And she's had, luckily, I haven't had anybody that I've dated that has passed away. But she's had, I think, one or two that have passed away. And she's just like, I like, not that she don't feel away. You think about him, you feel bad. You might send a Facebook post and say condolences, but you're not really too, because you didn't want to be with them no more. You broken up, and maybe because it was so recent or because they're so close. I don't know, but it was just like you had fully moved on. With Grayson was clapping them cheeks. You were not thinking about Derek. So
at all, you screamed at him for not allowing Grayson to volunteer.
right.
At your flag.
So I just feel like this feeling of like, oh, and regret, and maybe it could have worked out. And no, Derek, and see, this is another thing. I can't stand, and this is why I don't even know, knock on wood, whenever the time comes, if I would do a service or a situation, because people like to play you up, and you could have been a really nasty person. And not saying Derek was a nasty person. He was a hero. He died a hero. But Derek was also a stalker. Let's call a thing a thing. Derek was stalking. Okay, that's what that was. Derek was breaking the law, and he got himself unalive. He literally was wrong place, wrong time, because he was breaking the law. And so, yes, does that mean he needed to die for it? No. But at the same time, he got himself in that situation, and the fact that she let Jacob take the fall for it, didn't really say what happened, and has this mixed directed anger towards everybody else, right, including herself. Yeah. When you didn't want to be with him no way, it's just wild to me.
Yeah. I completely agree. It's and so this is the show. I'm gonna complain about the show again, because the decision to keep this going on for 3 weeks, to keep the mourning from.
Oh, you know we're gonna be talking about this for the next 6 months. This
is ridiculous. I don't recall
this is
ever having discussions of Doug this long.
And again, you said it, I didn't, but the contrast, yeah. They said Doug got a drive-by and he got a whole. We didn't even get to see none of Doug's memorial.
Not one.
He was a respected doctor, volunteered, and we didn't get to see none of that. So
we got sexy firemen showing up at his memorial. It was just, oh my god.
That's who they need to put on for Shanice. That sexy fireman or Kat. Yeah. Liam, the sexy fireman. That's who. Now I don't know if he make enough money for Kat, but I could see him with Shanice. I could see him with Shanice. But Kat gives me the vibe she need a man with a little bit more bag. Like that's no, I'm serious. That's why when people be like Kat and Isaiah, I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Never happen
because Kat just ain't. She's not accepting just truffle mac and cheese.
Yeah, she not. No.
I think she would be cool with what's his name, with the firefighter though, because she likes that thrill of the chase type situation. So
possibly, I don't know. I could see her being like they need it now. If they bring Luke, what's the Jacob's brother? Yeah, Luke. Jacob and Isaiah's brother. I think he would be perfect for Kat.
Yes, that's what I want.
Yeah.
But I definitely think they're gonna do a trauma bonding thing with her and Jacob.
I'm gonna be so mad. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna be. You know what? Let me tell you what I've.
I ain't gonna disagree with you because I saw it when she gave him that hug, and I know the people was upset about it, and I said, but y'all, they've been hinting since last year, and the chemistry is there. And I'm sorry.
I think they saw our reaction last year, and they was like, "We can't do it yet," because the fan base does not like this. I think they saw that we was like no to Kat sleeping with her cousin's husband. So the decision was, okay, let's dirty up Naomi and Jacob, and so they proceeded to separate Jacob and Kat for a while and destroy the relationship that was Naomi and Jacob. Because now we can't stand Naomi. Or we close to not being able to stand her. And we want her far away from Jacob because we think Jacob deserves more. Don't we think that? And last year when they first had scenes together, we were like, I don't know what they're trying to do. They better not do this. Black people don't do this. But
Right.
now I see more people going, you know what? She don't deserve him. And Kat should take him. I see more of that now. So was this a concerted effort on the show's part to dirty Naomi up to make us more receptive to the pairing of Kat and Jacob?
It could be, and I wouldn't. All I know is, like I said in my little short and sweet, or my little rant against Naomi, I said that the people say we don't do that, but we got a whole movie called Soul Food that says that we absolutely do, and anybody can be your cousin Faith. So watch your man. So I'm not saying I don't want Kat to be that, but at this rate, the way that they're writing her, and that's why I put it in my preview. I said the writers really want us to hate Kat. Like what they're doing next week, they're really want to, and I won't jump ahead and get into that. But when I get into it, I'm a rant because you got a mama, you got a daddy. I'm sorry, where Peach is at? Where Peach is at?
What are you looking at me for? Yeah,
right. Where Peach is at when you need her? And somebody replied in my comments when people were saying that, they were like on TikTok, they were like, oh, well, only the siblings can be a match. So for all my nurses or
what they're trying to match, I think it's an organ. People are saying it's blood. It can't be blood. Anybody can get blood. It's got to be an organ.
Because they said he said it was a transplant. So I think it's organ.
It's got to be an organ.
I think it's an organ, and they're looking at Kat because they're the same age, so their organs are about the same sizes. So that's probably why they're like not looking at the parents, because you know how they say, you know, they have to find a heart that'll fit the body of the person that they got a transplant. So I think that's why they're looking at Kat. But to the Kat and Jacob situation, the only way that I would be okay with it is if Naomi and Jacob actually divorce, because for Kat to go and sleep with, if she were to mess with him, sleep with him, that would not only ruin her relationship with Naomi,
Chelsea,
it would also ruin her relationship with Kat. With Chelsea, which is her best friend, like her everything, you know. Yeah. So I just don't think that she would not even that she wouldn't do it to Naomi. I just think that I don't think that she would do it to.
Well, no, I agree with that. I think that they're showing us the So again, and this to Elaine's point and your point, they obviously listened. They realized we didn't like that. They're tearing down the relationship slowly but surely, and they're showing us there's so many cracks in, like, what does Danny always say, or at least what she says now? Haley could have never got in if there weren't any cracks in this relationship, right, in this marriage. So they're showing us all the cracks in the marriage, and I think that it will eventually dissolve, because even now I don't see, like, even now when I watch their sex scenes, it seems like they're just having sex.
Yeah.
Like before, they used to dote on each other. I don't know. To me, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I just feel like it's not the same anymore. And it's like, oh, okay, we can just, and I don't think we've gotten a sex scene with them since he's been home.
Yeah, they have.
Okay, they have.
Yeah, they have.
But he's not mentally there.
Talking is not
right.
They're not communicating on the same page.
Right.
Like, she's going, I'm worried about you. And he's on, oh no, I really got to get this, people. And she's looking all worried because the way he's talking is not like Jacob. It's like, no, I'm on one. And she doesn't want him to be on one, and is like, where's this coming from? Because now you're like adamant that you catch these bad people. And it's bad enough I had to go through this with you, but now to hear you say no matter what you going out to catch the impaler. What did I say? The impala. I turned them into a deer.
You turned him into a damn car.
Oh, I was talking about the animal.
Oh, look, well, the car, the animal,
the animal, whatever. It wasn't an impaler. So,
right.
You know, it's like he's just steadily focused on, I got to get the bad guy. And she's like, wait, I thought this was over. Like, I thought you was going back to the courthouse or something. Like,
Right, and that's what I'm saying. He's been moved because I think he said nothing is different if I was a beat cop and I was out here I'd be in the same amount of danger. And to tell you, yeah, he would if he was on the beat in Maryland or DC. He's absolutely in the same amount of danger. The difference is he's just not undercover.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, he's more exposed to be and get in a traffic stop and somebody so that's he's. Let me read through some of these comments. Harold said, I think Eva just wants to be acknowledged as her own individual away from her mama and her reputation. So I don't think she wants to be a spoiled bratty heifer like Catherine at all. Harold, what you're not gonna do is come up in my community, Harold. You know I love you. You know I love you, Harold, but you ain't gonna come and disrespect my girl.
Wait. To that comment though, if Eva really wanted that, she would distance herself from her mama. Right. And she isn't. She's actively letting her mama get away with things that she should not be letting her get away with things. And she's never going to be her own individual
until she separates herself.
Exactly.
And and I think I've said this before out loud. I think sometimes when she tries to hold her mother accountable, which is very far and few between, but the few times I've been like, oh, okay, she wants to change. And then she always I'm like, oh yeah, you're not going to change. I really don't think it's going to, at least for me, my opinion, and I don't care what condition she's in, my opinion probably won't change about Eva until she leaves her mama alone. At least, and I'm not saying she got to do it forever, but she got to put up some boundaries. She got to because she goes back, she tells her everything about her dad. You know what I'm saying?
And what it is, she's allowing. We know
she's
that
enabling.
Leslie is taking advantage of her,
right?
And Leslie is manipulating her, but it's the allowing of it. As an adult, now you have a job, you have another parent, you have another support system. And we all know it's hard to cut a family member, a parent off. We all understand that. But the things that she's gotten you into and the trouble that she continues to get into, if you really don't like it and you really think it's toxic, there is no choice. And so you either don't think it's toxic and are fine with it, just by not doing anything about it, or you're going along with her in your complicity. And so that's my problem with Eva, right? You can't say I really wanted to help, but when my mother came, I left. Then you didn't really want to help. You can't have it both ways. Be like, I really want to be a better person, but my mother drove me to it. Not at 24. At 13, yes, but at 24, no. So I think that's the complication that many of us Cat fans have with Eva. We're willing to say Cat is wrong.
Right.
When Cat is wrong, right? We're always willing to say that. To Eva fans, Eva's never wrong.
Yeah.
She's never wrong. Even
she's
when
poor
she
Eva,
lies,
she's
doesn't tell the truth
manipulated
all the time. Even when she goes along with, it's the oh mama, no, you could be stronger in your reprimand of your mother when she does something wrong, right? Yes, Leslie's gonna do what we've seen Leslie run over Vernon and Anita. But they don't stop being mean to Leslie because she ran over them, right? The next time they see her, they just like Vernon said today, do not get used to this. I'm being nice to you today, but don't get, this is a one-time thing.
This is a one-time situation.
Because it's a limit. And I know it's hard to do with the parent, especially when it's the one that raised you. But you either want to be in toxicity or you don't want to be in toxicity.
Thank you.
So she can't have it both ways.
Thank you. You literally summed up my argument with why I feel the way I do about Eva.
And the fact that she's with a man who's willing to cut his whole entire family off for her, and she can't even do that for her own self. Yeah, nah.
And then say, don't respect his mother in front of him, but you can do it behind his back. She didn't say that. I'm just narrating what the hell she said because that's technically what it meant. Aubrey said Anita needs to give the same advice she gave Kyle to her daughters acting like a bunch of 304s. Well, I ain't gonna touch on that, Kyle, but you might got some points there. See, Golden said they keep trying to make us forget that Ashley threw away Derek. He lied after she proposed to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Aubrey said they're not keeping Ashley's character consistent. She got mad because Derek lied about one little thing, and the people want her to be a criminal. Harold said Ashley acting like a grieving widow, but I think the guilt of how things ended with Derek is what's kicking her arse. Absolutely. Kamar, because he crashed out literally because of her. I'm going to continue saying that. I think that whole triathlon was him crashing out on purpose. Kamara said, I love how Anastasia was so scared that she ran all up on Leslie's back. Leslie said she'd been behind the gates too long. That was funny as hell. That was funny. Brady chick, now you know they couldn't have both Vanessa and Ashley kick Danny and Naomi out in the same week. The fact they both have fake tears for Doug and Derek is wild. Thank you, Brady. Welcome, Brady chick. I hope you subscribe. I like you. I like you. Welcome to the Shade Squad. C. Golden said she treated Derek like she couldn't stand him. Absolutely. Harold said Derek was so determined to expose Grayson as a fraud, and it backfired. At the very least, Derek should have parked his car in the cut and scooped out the scene out of the light like Elon and Marcel. That part.
Yeah.
But he can't. He got to be, again, I think what Elaine said, and we've said this before in other lives, Ashley and Naomi really do parallel each other when it comes to characters, and Jacob and Derek, and that's why they were the fearsome four, because they absolutely parallel each other. Derek and Jacob always want to do good, and Ashley and Naomi, they always want to be an op. They always want to find a way to do some real op shit. M. Chive said Ashley is full of crap. She wanted to throw Derek out for wiping her refrigerator with a scouring pad. I don't forget that kind. I don't either. And I remember it because I was actually defending her, M. Chive. I don't know if you were there back in the day. I was defending because I'm that girl. Like, I like my things a certain type of way. When you lived on your oath, I was defending Ashley. But then when I saw the levels that she went to, like, you put the colors in the whites, and well, that would bother me too. But you get what I'm saying. Like, it was everything. It was just everything. And even in that, I would just ask the nigga to not do nothing. I would just be like, yo, I got it. Can you just put your laundry on the floor? And I know I like things a certain way, so I'll even put more on myself just so you don't aggravate me.
But if this was more Ashley going, could you just not even speak? Don't blink.
Right, but the thing about it is we can't forget she was chasing after Andre. And when you chasing after something that you think is better, because he's exposing you to, oh, maybe you could be remember, we talked about this. You was there, Elaine, traveling nurse and being in Paris. I literally said that. I said, we need Ashley to be a traveling nurse right now. We need her to go mourn and be on the road. I'm not saying the girl got to lose her job. Give her a good 6 months. Give her the summer. Let her go to Paris. Let her go be a nurse in a hospital in Paris, and then she can come back. That's how I feel. But we need a little bit of a break. Princess said Jacob doesn't deserve Kat. So many things are going to make me stop wasting an hour of my life every day on the show. Oh, don't do that, Princess. Angel said Jacob wants children and Naomi doesn't. So, right.
I don't think Jacob wants children anymore.
You don't think so?
I mean, he act like all he wants is the impaler. He's obsessed.
Now, look at Harold coming here messing with us. You know I love you, Harold. Catherine certainly has a loyal fan base because the way Twitter fights and windmills for her, you think they were professional UFC fighters.
You don't know that I'm the Twitter queen. I'm the Twitter queen. You ain't said a word.
Now, I don't be believing in tussling, but if I see something too, egregious, and somebody said something today, I was like, I like the way Nicole handled it, and they were like, oh, well, Vernon reversed it or something like that. And I was like, see, you trying to end up being on the blocked and blessed list. Because I was trying to revel in this moment. Okay, I already acknowledged that Vernon hit a Uno reverse on us. I don't need you to add and go 10 toes down on that. Kamara said, I like the idea of Jacob and Kat. Oh, come on. What the hell is going on, Kamara?
Kamara.
Just separate Naomi and Jacob and divorce. Get rid of Tomas. Jacob and Kat are better suited for each other. I think so. Elon is scared of his son. He doesn't want to push him. Not I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Okay. Harold said Jacob and Catherine getting together is too close to incest for me. I don't like it. Well, see, you know what's so funny? Y'all keep talking about that, but are we not forgetting how close Danny and Andre?
Yeah,
I understand it's by marriage.
that was closer to incest.
Right, but Jacob and Kat are only related by marriage. So this whole narrative that like they've already shown us that they're going to do it. And I was one of the main ones that said, this is weird. This is weird. I would never hunch on my man's nephew after like, or my sister. I just would never do it. I just would never do it. And she did it and they let it fly and we like it now. So that's how I knew. I said, oh, okay. So they've already tested the waters, but there's nothing different between what Danny and Andre got going on that Kat and Jacob have going on. The only difference.
I think it's very different because
because they're not divorced yet.
Up. Like you, so in my opinion, Kat met Jacob at the same time he was dating her cousin. And so they don't know each other for a lifetime. They knew each other for a few years because he married my cousin. And so what I will have a problem with is if she sleeps with him and they're still married, right? I will still have a problem with that. But because it's your cousin and you know he's married. Now, if they want to couple them after a certain period of time, I think we could have that discussion. I think that is a similar discussion to how can Nicole date Carlton after Ted, right? So are you allowed to date your best friend's ex? Are you allowed to date your cousin's ex? So right. I think that's a conversation to be had about if Kat is allowed to even look at him sideways after their marriage is no more. But while they're still married, it's as wrong as anybody cheating on their spouse. And
no, I agree with that. I'm definitely not with the marriage part, but I love how Elaine, we got to talk about it. The Beyond the Gates writers got to come to us and we got to sit down at the table, y'all, and talk about this shit before they put this on our screen. Elaine let y'all know we got to have a meeting before y'all do that. Because we need to be prepared because we don't know what to tell the people. We can't defend y'all if y'all just come to us with the bullshit, with the scheme that Todd set up, okay? We can't do it.
And we already know they listen to us because you can't tell me that when people say things on the screen, you cannot tell me they haven't heard me and others online screaming and yelling about how Ted is unavailable for his family. Mm-hmm. You can't tell me because we've now had several people acknowledge it on screen, including Anita, Ted himself, Nicole, say you are ignoring your first family and you can't do that. Why have you been ignoring them? Ted has said, I was concentrating on Eva and I kind of left you, Kat, and I need to make more time for you. And so you can't tell me they didn't hear that criticism because it was loud and proud. It was loud. Yeah. All over the place we were.
M. Chav says she don't care for Kat and Jacob Perrin, prefer Nicole and Carlton if we're going to operate that closely. And again, we talked about that. That's another one where we don't agree. Harold said, I agree with that point. I said it from the beginning. Eva does not set boundaries with Leslie at all. Nope. Our princess said, my opinion won't change about the spawn until she... Why she always got to go? Why she got to go up yonder? Because then we got to plan a funeral. And I don't want to plan a funeral for her because ain't no more funds right now. I
ain't trying to see Leslie screaming, hooting, and hollering either.
Okay. Can you imagine Leslie at Eva's funeral? But you know what? When she said something about this might be my get back, I said, ooh, or my karma, when she was talking to her about it with Anita.
Yeah, and Anita was like, yeah, God or tornadoes don't work like that.
I wish you would add on to that, though.
I like that response too because God doesn't work like that. But I also liked her thinking this because of all the dirt that I put out. Yeah, probably is. But
Oh, and
Aubrey, hold on, Kimmy.
Okay,
Before
sorry.
I want to address. No, I just want to address Aubrey because Aubrey, I know I feel like you're fairly new here. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But if you go back to season 1 and our lives in the membership, we have been said this, or I've been said this, that girl has Stockholm syndrome. And I was giving her a pass for at least like a long while, when everybody was like, nah, but she just wrong. And I was like, no, she's stuck under her mother's spell. So I understand what you're saying and why you believe that. But at a certain point, it's like, girl, when you get up under your father, when you get up like that's supposed to expose you to different things where you're like, once you realize, it's like when you're in a cult and then you get out of it and you realize, oh shit, I can actually use the bathroom in the house and I ain't got to use it outside because somebody told me to.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that, but I'm sorry, go ahead, Kimmy.
Oh no, I was gonna say, to what you Elaine, what you were saying about earlier, it was about Leslie doing something to get pregnant. She was talking to Diane and asking her how did people start liking her after she had stole somebody's swimmers. That's where she was at. That's where that came from.
Okay, yeah. Because she brought up the dirt that she had done, all the dirt that Diane had done.
Yeah, and she was trying to figure out how people started liking her again. I think that was what we were talking about.
Yeah, Harold. I mean, to address your point, yes, I was never a big fan of. I mean, they grown on me, and because I like Danny and I like Andre too. I love them separately, but when they put them together, I wasn't their biggest cheerleader. I'll admit that. I thought it was weird. I thought it was incestuous. And then the people kept coming in my comments. They not relate. Like the people was fighting. They was windmilling for Danny.
I have liked them.
And they were like, it's not the same. They're not related. So I just stopped fighting it. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to accept it. If it's acceptable to y'all, in my personal family, I would look at you sideways. But if that's how y'all want to move, hey, you know, I ain't got that Dupree money.
So I only like them because he always spoke into her. He built her up from the get-go because she was so low.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and when she was dealing with, you know, her divorce and the decimation of her family, and all that he did from the very beginning was say, you the shit, you that girl, like how you running around crying over this guy, you know who you are. And she hadn't heard that because her family was going, don't embarrass us, and and they kept telling her to snap out of it, and I didn't see anybody trying to build her up. And so I love that Andre did that. And I think I forgot.
Well, you're the one,
for the most part, that
you're the one that actually pointed out to me that Andre was the only one there for her when she was going through her drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And her family didn't even know that she had a problem. And Andre was the one that had to check her. And you notice Danny has chilled off the bottle a lot.
She has. Yeah.
A lot since they've been married. And I think that, and so to your point, I do think that he was beneficial for her. I think that, and I like what they have. Like, I do like what they have. But in the beginning, I was like, oh, this situation is weird. Angel said, girl, I got a Angel giving us some tea. Angel said, girl, I got a cousin who married and got children by both sisters. Our family reunions are stupid. Okay.
I would not be going to that family reunion.
Okay. Brady Chick, thank you so much for becoming a member. Look, I just told you to subscribe. I appreciate you. Okay. Welcome to the club. Let's see. Harold said, Leslie at that press conference at the after Derek's night was full-blown fool. I wanted Marcel to yank her up from that mic so bad. No, Elon should have been the one. The fact that she pushed past Elon to get to the mic and he let her was beyond me. Was beyond me. And look how she repays him. Right. So, y'all, let's talk about the most irritating part for me of this week. Anita, let that woman rest. I'm going to take another bathroom break, but I'm just going to say this. I am so damn tired of Anita bringing up Barbara, and every time she do, here come Leslie. Hey, so yeah, you talking about and I didn't get a chance to know my mother. Stop, let that bitch lie. Let that bitch lie. I'm sorry, it may sound insensitive, but let that girl go. If she want to go research her mother, let her do that shit on her own, and then maybe we can find Dante. But stop. I'm just irritated because then that's when Leslie pops up and gets sympathy from Devon. And he's like, I ain't even know Barbara had no kid. And that shit irritated me so bad. So bad. Because I don't know if y'all picked up on it. And I don't know if it was a part of the cancer storyline. I don't know if it was just Tamara having a bad day. Her voice is like scratchy. Like it's raspy.
Yeah,
like
she's hoarse. She's
hoarse.
Yeah, I think she probably lost her voice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she was
and
losing
so
her voice.
You can hear her struggling through her lines, and she still did a great job. I'm not taking anything away from her. And that, actually, if that isn't like effects of, or you know what I mean, of chemo, and because like she said, I'm trying to get back my voice. So I think it was well done. But just the fact that, I don't know, it just bothered me that she is talking about trying to get back and her comeback. And then here we go. She got to bring up Barbara, and then here come Leslie. And I said, I'm telling you this, but I don't want it. They about to make that bitch the fourth member of the group. Watch what I tell you.
If they do that, I would be.
Watch what I tell you.
Look, I'm already annoyed thinking about it. But that's Anita's fault because, that girl, child, that lady, she wasn't a part of the group. She wasn't ain't no late great Barbara. She was not great. That's why that's why she was kicked out the group. I'm sorry. She wasn't great. They didn't want her. She wasn't great. Just like the articulates didn't want Barbara, Barbara didn't want Leslie. I need Anita to remind Leslie of that. You over here trying to figure out and get to know who Barbara is. Just know that she didn't want you.
That's never going to come from Anita. That has to come from a character like what's her name, Anastasia.
Annie. Oh,
we would
Sharon. What's Ethel? The one with the Ethel wig.
Sharon, yeah.
Yep, Sharon will do it.
Because Anita would never say that because she's so filled with guilt. But somebody else needs to be the person to say, you would like to think that this was this great parent, but she's the person who gave you to what's her name with the bad wig too, young lady.
Peaches
and oranges. She gave you away, and she did so, when you were born, and so you want to make believe that she was this great person, but she clearly has some issues where she gave you away. And it was, as far as I understand it, it was a year or two after they had kicked her out of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And so it wasn't even like you were pregnant when she was pregnant when they kicked her out of the group. And oh my goodness, I can't take care of my kid. And so no, you were already out of the group. You knew you were out of the group and went and got pregnant and then gave away the child. And then offed yourself, right? And so that's clearly a sign of mental health issues where Leslie gets it from. But somebody needs to remind her of the fact that, but Leslie is not the only person that does this. Sort of brings up the inconvenient fact that I grew up without a mother and my dear sweet mother, and they took advantage of my mother. Eva does the same thing. Whenever somebody goes to criticize how she came to town and what does she pull out? Well, I grew up without a father.
That's true.
Be like, oh, didn't you sneak into somebody's house and under false pretenses and set things up so that your mother could take advantage of this? But I grew up without a father.
Hold on, you're gonna get me fired up. You're gonna get me fired up, Elaine. Hold on, because I said it today. I said when they had Eva there doing that girl's hair, and Nicole's like, yeah, go up in my bedroom. And I said, bitch, did you not remember how she infiltrated your house the first time? Nicole is
dumb.
dumb. Now, and two, I forgot who said it earlier, but you could tell she's sheltered and she ain't got no street smarts. Because there's no way you come in my house, infiltrate my house. You've blown up my whole marriage on behalf of your mother, and then I let you go, and then we leave, and you're still inside my house.
Child.
Eva was the last one there.
But you see the difference between her and Danny? Danny is on Haley neck the whole time, and we see why. But Danny, Chelsea, and Naomi stay on Haley neck. Anita stay on Haley neck. They do not do the same thing with Eva and Leslie.
And y'all can't say, like, the fact that we as the audience actively watched what Eva and Leslie were doing to these people without them even knowing, and you sitting here and making it seem like, oh, it's all water under the bridge. Y'all can't tell me that's not favoritism. Y'all can't tell me. I'm tired of people trying to tell me I'm tired of people telling me on Twitter, oh, that's not their favorite. That's not that. Yes, it is their favorite, because if it wasn't their favorite, then they would have more people coming at Leslie and Eva for what they did. If they can do that to Haley, and clearly from what we saw, it's been a couple of years since that whole thing came about. Yeah, nah, y'all can miss me with that.
Oh, and look, now I got to get on you, Kimmy, because of that statement. And even though you took it back, I got to get on you because the next person, Leslie approaches Diane. And I think we kind of already touched on it. But she went and she read that girl for filth. And she said, yeah, I heard you did this and did this. And then when Diane talked about how she got, back in everybody's good graces because she changed, Leslie said, oh, yeah. Well, I probably.
Yeah, she didn't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Right. And I was but again, it was another entrance of Leslie. And then on Thursday, you have Leslie going to shelter with Vernita and ends up patching her up. And that's why I said, I understand you didn't see it, but literally as I'm Leslie, I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, oh no, she was very apparent and she was in everything. And they made sure to include her in every storyline.
I think this is what they're talking about when they say that things will never be the same. This is one of the things. They think that coming out of this, you'll see people differently. So we're supposed to see Joey differently because he saved Abby from Young and the Restless Life.
Right.
We're supposed to see Kat and Eva differently because Eva is hurt and Kat tried to, get her help. We're supposed to see that relationship differently. Forget everything that happened over the last year. We're supposed to see Leslie differently because she wrapped Anita's ankle. So I think that's what they mean when they're like, things will be turned upside down and you'll never be the same again. So Joey will never be
forgive Vanessa the next week after she kicked Danny out her house and now Danny is divulging her secrets.
Of course, the secret that will get back to Joey because Vanessa has diarrhea of the mouth and can't keep anything from him. So she will tell Joey and Joey will then use it because remember, he and Danny have a bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's a great reminder. I forgot about that bet.
That they won't last a year.
Yep.
That their marriage will not last a year.
I just feel I'm gonna be so irritated next week.
I feel that same way. I feel like I literally, for those people in the comments and that are listening, if y'all are Cat fans, I feel like next week is going to be a rough week for us because, and at this point we're so far down the week that I don't care if we skip around. But what I didn't like about today's is they're trying to make it seem like Cat did something to that girl. Did anybody else pick up on that?
Leslie definitely. But that's why she said not everybody will feel that way.
And that's why we cry.
She knows it because they always paint her in a bad light. She knows it.
And that's what made me cry today.
Oh,
she knows
when she was telling Ted what happened, And she was just like, I'm sorry, daddy. And then when Jacob came to her and was just like, it's not your fault. And she was just like, not everyone's going to see that. And it was just like, I felt like Kobe, Muhammad, Nixon, she did the thing. Cause I felt every single thing that she felt in my bones when she read her lines. Cause she was acting. Cause I was just like, that's exactly what's going to happen, because Leslie already put that into people's heads when she was just like, so y'all were both trapped and you look like that, but my daughter looks like this. So now I feel like that's why
Kat has her blood, Eva's blood on her hands, like literally
on her hands.
And so that's why.
And her mother said, why do my daughter look like this and you look like that?
Right.
And so they won't know, like Eva, and Leslie's not going to let up until they know, like hospital wise, like, oh, she needed a transplant for this and this. And they're going to know it has nothing to do with Kat. But yes, just and I can agree with you, Kimmy, because that made me like, damn, like, and that's when I knew, I was like, oh, it's going to be a tough week. It is going to be and then when I saw the preview, I said, it's going to be a tough week for Kat, for real, because they're going to try to make her feel bad, try to force this situation on her.
Ted is atrocious. He is so selfish.
Maybe she want to save her organ for her brother.
Everything
who just fell out in the middle of the floor.
Him. So, Erica Vane is also a cat stan. Mm-hmm. And she does not have it for Eva, and nor does she have it for Ted. She has this rant she talks about Ted with, and so I'm gonna give her things because it's not my thought, it's her thought. And she says this all the time. Ted always comes from a place of, I'm going to ask you to do something that benefits me.
Right.
And everything I ask, I'm going to frame it in, could you do it? And it would be nice for you to do, and it would be kind, and this is how we raised you, but it's all because it's to my benefit. Why won't you spend Christmas with me? I would like to spend Christmas with me and my daughters. But I don't want that. Like, I don't want that. And so it's not about what you want, Kat. It's about me and what I want and what I prefer. And so this is yet another thing. Why would you ask her to do this? Why? It's the same way of you going, will you have dinner with me and your sister? No, I will not. If you want to see me, you see me. If you want to see her, you go see her, and we won't be together. Like, why can't you just accept what Kat says? You always got to push, prod. It's and what he does is manipulation as well. And then everyone around her makes it seem like you're being unreasonable because you won't even consider it.
No, because she has boundaries. And my thing is, and I just forgot my thought. But somebody was saying something on Twitter about that situation and the Kat and the Eva. Give me a second. Now finish what you were saying. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
My thing is, I currently have about 95 likes on a post that I put on Twitter also, and it's about the Kat and Eva thing. I said not wanting someone or even a relative to die is not the same as giving them an organ. It's too much to ask of Kat. And do you notice people on my thread going, well, it is sort of the same thing as wanting them to die if you don't give them the organ.
Oh, thank you. That was it. So I did see people saying that, and I was like, that's wild, because I love when somebody put on my TikTok and they said, well, she didn't want to get tested for the gene when Nicole had to get. So why would now y'all expect her? And I said, that is a very valid point. Clearly, Kat is very much like Bill.
Right.
And she don't like the hospital. She don't like she doesn't like that stuff. Even if both her parents are quote unquote doctors, she doesn't like that. And so, yeah, getting an organ, and I've known people like who have siblings who have given their siblings. It's not an easy feat.
No, it isn't.
It's not. And so for somebody that you don't like at that, I don't care. She just met this girl, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you my full, and thank you, Harold. I'm not gonna give. I cannot want you to perish without giving up my fully functioning body parts to you. Thank you.
Mhm.
I think that wraps it up, Harold. I love that. Kimmy, what you think? You think she should give it to her whatever she
I
needs?
mean,
I think it's gonna be like a kidney or it got to be something that you got two of.
You can. Well, no. It. Well, what would be the circumstance where both of her kidneys don't work? Because you could live without one of your kidneys.
which one is the one that grows back? I don't know anatomy. Sorry.
It can't be. I don't think it could
It's
be
not kidney.
gallbladder. Anybody in medical?
Is it the liver?
No, gallbladder. I don't have my gallbladder. It don't go back.
Is it the liver?
I
No,
think it's
damn
the liver.
right, the
It may be
liver.
the part of
I was
it.
gonna say once your liver is gone, I thought that shit was done.
So you can't. I know you need a liver transplant if something's wrong with your liver.
But so what?
You can live without pieces of your liver. I know people who have gotten pieces cut off their liver, and they, if you got liver cancer, they'll cut a piece off your liver, and you can live with a partial liver. But if it's riddled, you need another liver. But
Thank
you
you,
can't.
Angel.
You don't got two livers, so they can't ask her to donate something that she don't have now. So now let's get into speculation.
I think the medical folks are saying it's probably the liver. Angel, I love what you said, and the body can reject the organs. That part, so you can give your liver, so you can give your give the life of your liver, basically.
But you only have one liver. You can't donate your liver if you only have one.
It could it be her? I'm over here looking up what organs on the left side of your body.
No, because I'm thinking it has to be something like kidney. It has to be that.
What about a spleen?
You can live without a spleen.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Because people get car accidents and they take out your spleen.
Okay,
you have to be on medicine for the rest of your life, and it causes complications. But you can live.
So they say you can donate parts of your liver.
Yeah.
So
it could be. So a lot of people are speculating that she wasn't injured, like she didn't get hurt like by something falling, that it was the steam that possibly hurt her and brought up like a dormant issue that is biological.
I agree because we didn't see nothing hit her. We didn't see any
but
type
also I think it's important that Leslie said we didn't go to the doctor very much because we couldn't afford it.
Right.
So there was a reason for that. That being said, and we didn't go to the doctor. So if she didn't go to the doctor, she couldn't have been diagnosed with like a terminal
liver,
illness, like a bone marrow or something like that. Bone marrow, you could donate bone marrow. That's hard too, but you could donate bone marrow.
Okay, Quake. So Quake is telling us. So a lot of people in the chat. I didn't realize I had people that are so experienced in the medical profession. But shout out to y'all. The liver can regenerate, so they can take a piece and grow it. I didn't.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I think that
I thought it was the kidney because you can live with one. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If I got two kidneys, and yes, if you're my sibling and I love you, I might consider putting myself through that to give you one, but my kidneys are probably shot because y'all know I love my wine. But anyway, or the liver might be shot too. But the point is that I might be able to give you one. I don't know if you would want it, but you gotta. That takes a lot. Like I said, I've known somebody that takes a lot on your body as the person that's giving it. And again, with what we've seen with Kat and just even being tested, I don't see her being that girl, and I don't think it's her being like selfish or
no.
It's just that's how she feel. And
I'm sorry,
no shade, but I don't like you like that.
I'm not even giving my organ to all of my siblings.
Right.
Some of my siblings, I got 5. I got 6. I had 6 siblings.
Right.
I'll give some of them organ. I ain't even giving all of them.
Princess said it's not the okay. So Princess said it's not the kidney. Okay. See, Golden said I'm a hypochondriac, closest thing to having a doctor in the family. Oh, okay. Harold said, "Me too, Tree, sipping on that red. I hope it's in a good goblet, because that's what a red is supposed to be, and it better not be in no
Hello,
solo.
I love
It
I
bet
love a
it
good
better
wine
not be in
glass.
no solo cup, or I'm gonna get you, Harold. You know I'm
No,
coming
I
for
don't
you.
do wine in cups either.
I don't do wine in
Or
that solo.
mayonnaise jars. I hate that.
Yeah, we don't do that. Thank you, Elaine. See, we gotta be classy based out here.
That's right.
So
White
Angel,
wine goes in a white wine glass. Red
Angel
wine
said
goes in
once
a
your
red wine glass.
Angel said once your kidney fails, then it's dialysis and can't live that long. That's why I'm happy I got two. That's why I wouldn't be giving it up to nobody.
But
I
I
ain't
was
gonna hold you. I know how I need both my kidneys. So I'm probably not giving mine up. But I mean, if one of my siblings really needed one, I would definitely consider it.
I would.
But
Yeah.
Princess said, "What you give a kidney and then the one you have left go out? Then what? That's what I'm saying. That's what I think about, Princess. That's why I'm not giving her a kidney.
Yeah, then you ask. That's why it's got to be a very important person. So asking her to give to somebody she don't even like,
Right?
it's not reasonable.
So I was gonna say with her getting injured, I thought it was, I didn't know if it was from the seam. I thought it was from when Kat pushed her out of the way so she wouldn't get hit by that thing, and she probably fell into something that hit something. I thought that's what happened, because Kat pushed her out the way, or she pushed them out the way so that whatever was falling wouldn't hit them. And then Kat stood up, but she never got back up. So I thought that's what happened.
So my issue was when she said, I'm not feeling so well, because wouldn't she have said, wait, I hit myself, or I thought she would have said,
I'm bleeding. Something hit me.
Something hit me. And
But
so and the fact that blood came from her mouth,
that means that's internal,
and not from her side.
Yeah, that's internal bleeding.
Yeah, that's internal bleeding.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure it out, because I was just like, I don't know what happened to get that to happen. But I do think, I mean, at the end of the day, we know she's gonna do it, because I feel like she's gonna talk to everybody. First of all, Ted even
I don't think she's gonna do it.
You don't think so?
No,
I don't think she's gonna be able to, according to next Friday's coming attractions.
Sorry, I meant she's gonna make the decision that she will do it. That's what I meant. Like, I
think she's gonna get tested. I think everybody's gonna get tested, because in the coming attraction, she says, I hope I'm not a match. Which leads me to believe that she's gonna get tested to see if she is. And she's already saying, I hope I'm not a match.
Oh, see, I thought she was saying I don't want to be a match, because he was just like, this is the first step. And I was just like, first of all, why are you asking her this that very night? Like,
yeah,
girl, let the girl breathe. But with the based on the previews, she's gonna talk to Anita, and then she's gonna go to the hospital. And that's when I think, like, once she talks to Anita, she's gonna make that decision, like, okay, let me not be that person, because Anita's gonna be the voice of reasoning and give her a reason to, like, you should be doing this X, Y, and Z. So she's going to be like, you know what? Let me go ahead and go get tested, or say I'm going to do it. And then when she gets to the hospital and tells them, like, okay, yes, I'm going to go ahead and get tested to see if I could do it, that's when things are going to take a turn. And it's going to be like, well, maybe you can't do it because we found something out.
So
so I'm looking at the previews for next week. So Wednesday, June 17th, it says that Kat rages at Isaiah. So it seems like her and Isaiah have it out, probably because he's trying to convince her. And then I don't know who said it, Friday. So by Friday, so I think the cliffhanger is going to be, because it says Anita advises her granddaughter. So she's probably going to tell her, you need to do it. And I think we're going to see going into next week. And if BTG writers, I'm just saying, because we public, girls, I'm just like I tell Tubi, just because I criticize y'all, that don't mean I can't get a job there. But let me just say this. If y'all do that, the best way to do it is to leave us on a cliffhanger, or oh shit, we found out something is wrong with something there's a discrepancy in the blood, and we did the test and something ain't right, so we could find out. Yeah, we want Eva to be okay, but we want to find out if these two were actually related in real life. That's what I would like.
I think that's the life altering information Kat's gonna get. And
I
then
was hoping that she
No. I want it to be for Eva.
I wanted it to be that she's pregnant and can do whatever they want her to do.
I don't want her.
I don't want her to be pregnant. I don't
Oh.
want her anywhere near Thomas. I just don't want her to be involved in this and to be pressured into doing this.
Oh, yeah, because because based on all of that, because then it's just like Leslie gets good news and it gets quickly snatched away.
I thought that was about the house.
Oh, see,
Because remember, she got news about a house she's happy about. I thought she's gonna find out that her house is gone. That the foundation, that whatever work that they've been doing. What's the likelihood that Bill's house is gone and it was a whole house, and her construction is still there?
If it's across the street from Vernon and Anita, you gotta wonder though, because then their house will be affected. You know what I'm saying?
No, but they have a whole house. She had construction being done.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
And so it's really easy for a tornado to take down scaffolding and everything
You're right. You're right.
and half constructed walls.
You're right. Angel said they would ask the parent, and this is what the people on my TikTok was saying, Angel. They said get it from your daddy or your mama. They would go to the parents to give a kidney first because parents have a more of a DNA match, or kids have more in a DNA match with parents. It cuts by a third when it's a sibling. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you. This is
Yeah.
why I love our medical professionals in the chat.
They gonna hate me doing this. They gonna hate it. Remember
Right.
Michelle came out and was like, "Stop talking about." Let's
Oh no, because Michelle, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna be like, I have healthcare professionals in my chat, and you're gonna be mad because they said, nah, this ain't real.
she's gonna be like, "No, we can do what we want because we said."
Because even that check that she gave Mona, I said, oh, so another $1 million? I'm gonna shut up.
It's 100,000.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it
It
100,000?
was 100,000. It wasn't.
Even still, I was like, really?
Yeah.
Again, it rubbed me the wrong way, and it brought me back to the check. And I said, I'm gonna leave it alone because I ain't trying to argue with Michelle online. I don't want to have a dot on my forehead. So
It's a bunch of people who wrote it already, though, so you ain't have to worry.
yeah, it's her
Those
liver.
people was already like, really? We do another check?
It's her liver because based on what Kat said when Ted was asking where was she holding her side, and she was just like
Yeah.
right up here, right under her rib cage.
ribs, yeah.
Yeah, that's her liver. So I think that's why they're gonna ask Kat to do it or ask a sibling, because anybody can donate a liver or part of their liver that matches. I think that's why they're just like, just take the test.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
love
think they're all gonna
when the
get
people
tested.
I love the people in my comments that said, girl, you better get on a donor list. I said, those my type of people. But Harold said, I don't think it would be fair for Kat to do that. I wouldn't even ask that of her. She's not obligated to. Why can't Leslie or Ted do it? I think we all have the same question. What if they find out then that Ted is not the father? That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying, Brown Mama. I think that if y'all want to hire me, BTG, I'm tired of giving you this stuff for free. But if y'all want to take this into, okay, we're going to do the test and we find out, oh, Kat's not even a match, or Eva's not, even Kat are not a match. And then they start questioning, because I have no doubt in my mind, at least in my opinion, and I don't want y'all to flip it. So let me make that clear. I don't want y'all to flip it. Kat is y'all child. But I would love for us to find out this whole time that Leslie's been playing in our face, and Eva isn't. And the thing about it is, Ted gives me the vibe. I don't know, because Ted is very unemotionally intelligent, but he has a soft spot for Eva. I feel like that he would still be there even if he found out that he wasn't her biological father, because she was the father that Leslie told her. that he was. So I think that he would keep that up because she's been through so much in her life. Because that would just make Kat angrier. That bitch ain't even your
It
daughter.
would
Like,
make me angry. I would go find Kat, the character, the fictional character. I would go find her and give her a drink, and we would have drinks together. And oh yes, I would find her and do the same thing if that happened. So, you think I can't stand Ted now? Oh, if that happened, I would probably throw something at my television.
look, oh God, no! I'll call Kat myself and beg her to go to the chop shop on tomorrow. We don't want Spawn to be okay. Speak for yourself, Trees. Don't be like that, princess. I'd rather Kat be pregnant than giving Eva an organ. Damn, Cleo. Okay. Kamara said, I want Kat and Eva to be twins. Kamara, okay, you and your theories. Come on. I know it's still Gemini season, so I'm gonna let you live. I know people hate it here, but that's what I want. I want Ted and Nicole to be Eva's parents. I don't, and you know why?
I don't want that either.
And you know why? And I'm gonna say this, and it's not coming from a place of unliking Eva. It's coming from a place of he's already disregarded. Already. Ted. Nicole has already pushed Kat to the side. And don't be like that. And her own child that she supposedly birthed.
Her favorite,
So
the
last thing,
special child.
right? So the last thing you need is for both Nicole and Ted to, oh, this is our child, and we need to reconnect with her. And they're only forcing Eva on her more. And now Nicole will just be ignoring her kids more than she already was. And I said what I said.
Yeah, because of the fact that it's a child that they
Didn't get to right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want Ted to be the father because I want him to sit in that. I want them all to sit in that. Y'all actually took this crazy woman at face value and didn't even do an independent test on your own to confirm this.
Right.
And you've been treating your children the way that you've been treating them, all to find out that heifer ain't even yours. That would be really, really good.
Look, I see we have a Spawn lover over here. See, Golden, that would be crazy. I feel that same way. You know when you're carrying twins. They do enough sonograms and stuff going on. You know when you're carrying twins. Kaleo is, I hope I pronounced it right. Kaleo Forever, the miracle baby, is what they call Kat.
Yes, they do.
Quake Simmons said, no, Kat needs to stay with her original parents. That work would be right. Like, I'm telling you, Quake, if they mess with this and they mess with Kat not being a Dupree, y'all gonna just understand when y'all don't see no recaps and it's a couple weeks and don't come, because I know YouTube got the DM now. Don't come DMing me about why y'all ain't got no recaps, because I'm gonna tell you real quick, I'm pissed off and it's gonna be a minute. I'm gonna need a minute to get over it. And then by that time I'll be so far behind, I might just say fuck it. Like I really don't want that. I really don't want that. If y'all don't hear me, Michelle, what's the other, Sheila? If y'all don't hear me good, hear me now. What you're not gonna do is release Kat of her.
I do not understand why they keep doing this, because they're 3 months ahead, but they hear us.
Right.
And the fact that they give us some stuff and not other stuff is proof to me that they hear us, right? That they took Danny and they took Andre and Ashley away. They got rid of Ashley and Derek. They took them away because we complain about them so much, right? Gave us more Joey because we love Joey. I think they overdid it with Leslie, and we've been talking about the overkill on Leslie since September. And so now I think they're going with let's change their minds and make Leslie nicer. I think that's their idea with Leslie. I would love for Leslie to change, but they act like they want her to be both comic relief and all over the place. The fact that Leslie came on as an obsession with Ted and is now with Joey, Vanessa, the Duprees, Anita, and Ted. She has a storyline or something to do with almost everyone on the screen.
Well, so does Joey at this point.
Yes, Joey is thrown in, and now he has something about Martin in them. He has something with Vernon. He has something on Danny. He's gonna get something on Danny now. He's something with Bill. It's like, and now he's with the Impaler, which he wasn't involved in at all until 3 weeks ago. And now all of a sudden he shows up at his people at the warehouse. Like, it's like, we love these people so much. Let's insert them in places where they don't belong.
Quake said, I think they softened Joey so that he could run against Martin, especially. Oh, so I picked up on that too, Quake. I picked up on that too. And especially when he met Jack, and I said, Joey gonna run. It was something about his demeanor and when he shook Jack's hand that I said, he gonna ask him for a favor, and it's gonna be he wants to run against Martin. So Quake, you're not the only one that feel that way. I'm with you.
I got the impression they were gonna try to put Vernon back in office. With him taking control today, like he did, and Martin going down, literally going down, like on the floor, and the fact that Vernon just took control of everything and managed everything today. He's showing, how he manages tough situations. I thought they were going to go in the direction of, Martin can't run, so I'm his grandfather. I'm going to take his seat in his stead.
Oh, Martin would never go for that.
Well, Martin going to be in the hospital next week.
Well, I think he'll come out of it. Thank you, Princess. Congratulations to the new members. I don't know. I don't know. Because even when Smitty warned Jack, and he was like, that's why I said I see them making a way for them to go over on Y&R, because when he was like, oh, well, yeah, but he saved Abby's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're going to fall into the trap. They ain't hearing what, and that's why I was like, if that's what you're going to do, I'd rather you move him over to Y&R instead of keep him on here on our screens. And I think, and that's, hear me out. I think they do hear us. And I think they're finding a way to migrate the characters that we are starting to despise off our screen a little bit. That's just, I'm being hopeful, but that's what I'm thinking. And I do think that I don't know. I haven't watched. You're welcome, Quake. I haven't watched like I said, I haven't watched Y&R in a while, but I'm hoping that there is space for Joey and there is space for Haley over on there where it makes sense. Because let's just be real, even with the Poison storyline, where are we really going with this? It's not working. So at what point? And then when Haley does get found out, is she going to go to jail? So that's why I said, I see where they're segueing. They're giving them another route where they can run and skip town. And I like that for them, if that's what you want. And then they can also come back. But I feel like they're giving their characters an out. That's just my opinion. Y'all don't think so?
Sorry, I was talking.
Okay, because I was like,
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was on mute too. I was on. Wait, I was talking too. I'm like, what happened?
But, I don't know, because I just feel like even just the pace of Y&R isn't the same feel and pace of Beyond the Gate. So I think it was just a cute little crossover event that they just wanted to do, and they wanted to mix up some characters, but I don't think they would be giving them an out, because I feel like even if Haley gets found out, I don't think anything's gonna happen to her, like not to that effect, because I don't think she's gonna she's not gonna take Bill out, so it's not like she's gonna go to jail for taking him out, unaliving him or anything like that. She'll probably just be shunned by people that she's already been shunned by, but she'll probably have enough money that she's stolen from him that will help her to be like, you know what, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna go for somebody else or something. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they're like trying to phase them over to Y&R though.
I don't think they're trying to phase them over, but I do think they'll do another crossover where some of them go to Y&R. I do.
I do too.
I think
And I think it's
inviting
a
Martin and the kids
marketing
over,
strategy.
inviting Martin and the kids over, and it doesn't even have to be for something as serious as what happened here, right? You know, Y&R is not going to do a big event like this, but even if they come to visit and they are at lunch at that club or coming to visit one of their houses, what they're trying to do is get people interested in the other show,
Right.
and enough to go look at it, right?
I was gonna say, let's just keep it 100. I don't know about y'all, but like me and Elaine said, and I think you're still keeping up with Y&R, Kimmy. And I definitely, even though that's where I started, I don't keep up as much. I rarely tune in. And I'll see something, you know, and like I said, last time I saw Victor and Nikki, they was getting back together. Yeah. So I don't know how many months that was ago, but I was like, oh, I ain't missed nothing because that's what they do. So I think that it was very smart, and I want to give the folks kudos for their hard work, because yes, this, not everybody can do this, and they were able to bring, I feel like, younger viewers that watch Beyond the Gates to be on Young and the Restless and be like, well, how's Victor sitting there on Thursday, but he's supposed to be in the tornado? Because like I said, Twitter was fighting like, hold on, Victor's already at home on Young and the Restless. And I don't think that many people were tuned in. So they already, I think, have realized like, oh, we've tapped into something. And because Beyond the Gates is newer, they're trying to get the older crowd over here. Because I think we already have the young audience.
Yeah.
They're trying to get the younger audience over there. And so it's vice versa. And so I think it does help. And I think it benefits everybody to cross. And that's why I say them not letting, that's why I was asking and really asking y'all who watch Y&R, the relationship with Abby and Devon, because I said back when Devon came the first time, and Elaine could tell you, I said, why didn't they do that crossover then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I get it. Like, I know that they're trying to get, I think this crossover, again, like someone else, Quake said, I think this crossover was to benefit Beyond the Gates more than Y&R, because my only issue with the crossover is the Y&R part, because Beyond the Gates films 4 months in advance. Y&R films 3 months in advance. That man couldn't even get his script right to coincide completely with this story. The fact that what's his name? Victor was already back in Genoa City at 11 o'clock the same day that he was on stage giving his speech annoyed me, because it was just like, you couldn't even get that right.
Right. No, that annoyed me too. I was, because I was looking for my man Victor. I said, where is Victor? They can't kill Victor on Beyond the Gates. I said, that's not how they gonna take my baby out of Y&R. Even though I ain't watched it, that's not how you gonna take my man out. Right. And when I saw that he was already, and the people was reporting that, he already back home. Him and Nikki done filmed the scene, and he talking about the tornado. I said, well, what the hell, Victor? And thank you for taking that off my notes list. Because Victor, what the fuck? What the fuck? Your whole damn family, for the most part, is sitting back and I know you might not fuck with Jack Abbott like that, but all your peoples is sitting back in Fairmont Crest, and you left them and got the dipping. Victor, but unfortunately, I can't feel bad because I've only known Victor to be one way, and that's who the fuck he is.
But yeah, it was just like, it was so annoying, because it was just like, he was over there, he was back in Y&R, and he was talking about sending medical help and all this other stuff to them, and the tornado hadn't even hit yet.
And yet Jack's wife is still missing. Like, it's crazy.
And it's just like, I wouldn't trust our people over at Y&R. I think that's my main issue. Like, because
Yeah.
that guy is going to be the one writing for it. And I just wouldn't trust them to come over there and him not do some F shit with them. That's why I'm just like, I don't even want to see them over there. And that's just me.
Hold on, Kimmy. But didn't Michelle used to work on YNR too? Didn't she used to be a writer on YNR? So
No,
that's probably.
She was on Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say she probably just called her homeboy.
No, she
And-
worked on Bow, she worked on GH, and I think Generations.
Yeah.
Oh, well then she came from all the good soaps then.
Yeah. So that's
Not
why
saying,
that's
not
why
saying
she's in love
YNR
with
is
Billy.
bad, but YNR is very. The reason why I love
Classic.
YNR is because it's so slow. And I remember I could not watch for months. I would be in college and I would call my grandma and we would talk. And that was the one thing that we had in common, even up until like when she got, because she passed away from Alzheimer's, but like up until like her when she still had her good memory in her 80s, it would be like I would call her or I would come see her and we gonna sit and watch our soaps and we gonna watch our judge shows. And that was her thing. And Victor, and it was just like you could come back and Victor and Nikki were getting back together. Like that, like I said, that's why I was like, it wasn't, or Jack and somebody, and like he'd be with some. Jack was kind of, I don't want to say Jack was a hoe, but Jack was always with somebody different. So that didn't really do nothing for me.
When he wasn't with Nikki.
Right, but Victor was always gonna find his way back to Nikki. So it was like, okay, every few years, and I would be like, oh, grandma, and we'd be really into it, and it'd be like, oh, so who together, who doing this? And she'd be like, well, Victor and Nikki just got back together. And I'd be like, well, that's not, that's not surprising, grandma. That's what they do. But yeah, y'all, until they have DLT, aka Leslie, own up to what she did to Laura and Nicole, I don't care how much they have her do soft stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, no, I think a lot of people, and it's so funny. Cornelius was like, I know y'all want her to go to, the Cornelius, the content creator. He was like, I know y'all want her to go to jail so bad, and he's a Leslie fan. So, Quake said, I was hoping that Bill was going to fall out when him and Danny were trying to get into it. That would have been interesting. You know what? I take my comment about Leslie back. I haven't been watching a lot of scripted TV besides BTG and Divorced Sisters. Quake Simmons said, I think it benefited BTG more than YNR.
It probably did because I was very excited to see Victor and had no intention of going to watch Young and the Restless.
I didn't either.
I found out he was coming, and then this week I purposefully wanted to re-engage just to see like what was going on over there with Victor, Jack, and them. And so I would have never gone to YNR otherwise.
Right. Quay Leo said, so what about the Bold and the Beautiful? Why didn't they cross over along the other two?
They may do it in the future.
They may do it in the future. I think they see that they got something.
Yeah.
Because again, when Devon came over, I said, and I like the fact that they showed that, when Andre picked up on it, like y'all had something before, and it's not even like y'all did something. It's just y'all like each other, and I wanted to see that even before. So when everybody was rooting for Danny and Andre, I was rooting for Devon and Danny, and then I was rooting for Danny and Carlton when he originally was supposed to be for Danny, but then all of a sudden Carlton's white pants said something different when Nicole walked by. And Elaine knows something about them white pants because she got the link. Quake said Jack's wife is missing in YNR, but seen well and live on B. Okay, so it's not the continuity is not there.
Yeah.
And there is a huge experience and talent difference between the two casts of the show. So I would love to hear you. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think that they had the veterans with the veterans, and they did very well. Like I mean, they did have some of the newbies, but they played like newbies. Like they played like, oh my God, I'm so excited to meet you. So that's all they were supposed to do. But as far as like, but as far as like the Anita and Vernon, when it came to playing with Victor, oh, I loved it.
And they played with Jack too.
Right.
And they were very familiar with Jack as well.
Mm-hmm. Because did you see anybody else peep how y'all know that nasty Victor Newman? Did y'all see how he was kind of flirting with Anita?
Oh yeah, he
little
was.
piece.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But did you see the clip that they put out where the actors are going, what was it?
Mary sabotage.
Yeah, sabotage. That was so cute. That was,
But it
and
was
all the
cute,
women
but
chose to marry Victor.
Victor.
Which I was like, wait a minute, Victor's been married 18 million times.
And it don't
Y'all
matter
gonna
because
marry
I would
him?
still marry Victor.
Everyone
I would
chose
still
to marry
look.
Victor.
I would marry Victor. I would kiss Bill, and I hate to say it, I would probably sabotage Andre.
Oh no!
I would, or I would sabotage Deputy Do Good. But I would. If we're talking about Y&R, if we're just talking about Beyond the Gates, if we're just talking, okay, let's put it on the Beyond the Gates level. If we're just talking about characters that we would marry, but I have a loyalty to Victor. So if we're just talking about on Beyond the Gates, I would marry. I'm sorry, and y'all gonna hate this from me. No, let me tell. Hold on. Who would I marry? Who would I marry? I would marry. Y'all, I would marry Bill.
Oh no, Kim!
Girl.
No, Trace.
I would marry Bill. Even after all I know about him, I would be Haley. But see, Haley was a mark. So like that's why I'm an asshole. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. Y'all, but y'all know this about me. Y'all know this about me.
So you Danny.
Yes, we talk. Kimmy, you late. You late. Elaine Ben got on my ass because she's like, you too soft. And that's why I'm surprised that she's surprised at my answer. Because I would absolutely build. Because the thing is, Ted doesn't do it. Because Ted don't give enough effort. Ted don't give enough effort. But Bill gonna buy you bags. He gonna love on you. He gonna buy you rent. Like, and so he gonna do something.
And then disrespect you and downgrade you and make you.
And so will Ted and not do shit. So I'd rather cry in the back of a Benz than in the middle of a Honda, bitch. I'm sorry. I would marry Bill. I would sabotage Joey. I would sabotage Joey and I would kiss Andre.
Ooh.
Y'all give me y'all. Y'all give me y'all.
I would marry Andre. I would kiss Jacob and I would sabotage Bill.
Marry Vernon.
Oh, I forgot about Vernon.
Kiss.
Oh, damn. Hold on. Can I take my answer back? Because I would marry Vernon. And Vernon seemed like he got a good sexual appetite at his age. I don't know what he popping, but that shit, he'd be like, let's get it in.
Hello. Yeah. Well, he been missing some action, so he gotta make do with some makeup time. So I would marry Vernon, kiss Andre, sabotage Joey.
Okay. I like the sabotage Joey. Let's see what the people saying in the chat. Victor's plane should not been cleared to fly. The weather. Thank you, princess. That's why I was like, that's weird that his plane was even. That's why I didn't like it. That's literally why I did not like it. It wasn't the fact that Victor dipped out on his whole family, even though that's kind of weird. But it was the fact that the weather wasn't even great. That they shouldn't even let this nigga fly to wherever he was going. And he found a way to get up in the sky, but that's Victor Newman. And I had to give him his respect, and I'm gonna put some respect on his name. And he found a way back to General City and said, fuck y'all niggas. Harold said, I miss you calling Leslie Five Guys. She's pick 6 now, but yeah, you know, she's still Five Guys. Kawan Calendar said, I'm a man too, and I don't want her to go to jail. I just want her to get a lot of goofy situations and sort of walk our way out of it. That way she could become a good person. Oh, you're talking about Leslie. Okay. I'm assuming you're talking about Leslie. Quay Leo said they could have put Randy with Danny too. No. What are you talking about, Quay? No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that, but no. Randy is like, and I love like As a person, I ain't got no problem with Randy as a person, but as the actor, Randy can't get no job done. He might have some good. he might have some good dick, but that's all he got. Harold said Victor better relax. We square up about mother Anita Dupree. Well, I'm just saying, Victor said, Vernon, if you ain't treating this girl right, he said, I heard about your your surgery, and I just want to make sure. M. Chive said, oh no, Treese, not Bill, not even with a 10-foot pole. Don't do that. Don't judge me. Love is love. Trees, you can, I like to climb trees.
Ooh.
I've always liked to climb trees. Cleo said I'd marry Bill. So, see, I am not alone here. Notice ain't nobody put Ted in the chat yet. Nobody want to fuck with Ted. And that's my thing. I'm an emotional person. I'm a Pisces. Y'all hear me talk about it all over my channel. I'm an emotional person. I'm sensitive. So you can get me by your words, by your emotions. Like, so Bill could have got me. And that's why I say that, like, realistically, on a realistic level, Bill could get me because Ted is not emotional. Ted would send me some flowers, like, you see, I sent you some flowers. You don't feel the type of way. Like, and that doesn't do nothing for me. Bill speaks, even though he's wrong as hell after the fact, he speaks life into Danny. He gives her those affirmations. That's my love language. So that's why I say Bill is like, he literally, even though he's probably a narcissist, but Bill, it would probably be the person that I would go for. And that's why I love him so much, why I'm so attracted to his character, who he is, because I'm like, yeah, Bill, you know what I'm saying? We go through emotional roller coaster, okay? Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Okay, I will deal with that, okay? But the girls tell me why you want to go. Look, Harold said, Treese, please. Treese, please. Mary Vernon kiss Andre, sabotage Joey. What Kamar said, Treese, I hear you. I would marry Bill and Bill, because my fire wouldn't go out. Right. He gives that Rick James, that toxic love them and leave them. That's what he gives. Okay. So I understand you would kiss Andre and sabotage Ted. I understand. Sabotage Ted. That's what we got to do. We got to sabotage Ted. Did I miss y'all talking about how dead Tomas? Oh, you did, Quake. Elaine gave him the business. I was trying to give, I said, it's a couple characters, and she was like, Tomas, you got to, so rewind the replay, because, yeah, they got in Tomas's ass. And
he was atrocious. I mean, even when Kat ran to him, like, he looked more sorry for Kat than oh, my woman. Like, I don't wish him on anyone. She deserves better.
Oh, Princess said, I'm choosing Kyle, so that's bad.
Oh, look at you.
Mm-hmm. And y'all, I ain't got no more unless y'all Martin's up under the tree and then he fell out, but I think we already talked about that. It ain't Smitty and Martin sitting under a tree. It's just Martin's ass under a tree.
I love that Smitty started crying when he saw Martin.
No, so can I just say again, talking about performances, and I got to give people their accolades. Mike Manning did his thing.
Oh my God.
I've never seen him. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think when I watch, there are scenes that he's one of the strong, like until he was ready to kick Martin out, and y'all know how mad I was at him for that. But he played that part.
Yeah,
he played that part. And in this instance, he played that part. Like when he was like, "No, Martin, don't go." Like I was like, "Yes, Smitty." Like he gave me everything I needed. Mike,
did you catch Joey going, "Get over here, Smitty"? And I was like, he demanded that Smitty, like he was like, "Get over here, Smitty." Like, what are you standing over here for? That was hilarious.
This was a good week.
It really was. It really was. Smitty was great, right? Harold said Tomas is useless. He stood there like a statue while literally anything could have happened to Kat. That part. And again, I don't want nobody. Oh, and then I left off one thing. As much as I love how Anastasia read the fuck out of that bitch was in shock.
Man.
And I noticed it. I noticed it before they said it when she was just sitting there on the couch and she didn't say shit and she was just sitting there and staring. I said, what's wrong with Anastasia? Because this is not who she is. And then when somebody said she's under shock and they picked her up, I said, oh, because I peeped it. But she to be still, play the mannequin challenge through a whole acting scene. Anastasia did that shit. Tamika,
Right.
the lady that plays Anastasia, she did that.
And I like the way it ended too, with her going, "Yeah, I am."
Didn't she walk out drunk?
If Martin has another fundraiser, I will not be there.
Is it just me, or was she drunk when she left?
She was drunk. She went and made herself some drinks. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Behind the
I thought it was just me. And then y'all, so what do y'all think about Anita clocking the whole Haley and Kyle of it all and telling him?
I love it. Everybody thought she was gonna clock Bill and Danny.
That's what I thought.
So I was actually happy. I said, thank God nobody caught them. But this girl is gonna go.
No, I wanted Ashley and Naomi to be on the other side of those elevators.
Oh no,
so Ashley could run back and tell Andre.
Two of the ops. No, I never wanted that. Because I don't want nobody taking advantage of her. But Vanessa is going to tell Joey, and we already know that that's how it's going to get out. And she's guilty. So she's going to be feeling guilt.
Yes, Harold said, I'm glad somebody peeped it. Yes, Anita was like, okay, that's what we doing. And so I think maybe Anita, even though she's sick, might be the one. I would like to see if Anita is the one to take Bill to the side, because again, he trusts Anita and versus Danny and like, oh, I would love if Anita as a mother figure or even as Vernon as a father figure pulled Bill to the side and said, you need to watch this bitch.
I don't think she would, because why would she? You deserve what you get for what you get. I think if it's anybody who feels that, it's Anita. I think Vernon has more dealings with Bill so that we can sense Vernon's, anger, simmering anger with Bill, no matter, that he still has to deal with Bill. But I think Anita thinks this is exactly what he deserves.
Okay.
I think she's going to use it just to keep her foot on Haley's neck.
I love that. I love that. Danny is gonna tell on herself. Yeah, we know that, Quake. But because they have a relationship that's honest, but the thing is, I think she's doting too much. See, the difference is, and this is what I'm not gonna like, is the minute he goes sleeps with Ashley, it's not gonna be okay. And that's what I don't want to happen, because the thing about it is, if he sleeps with Ashley, it's not going to be a one-time thing. It's not going to be a one-off. But she can't blame him. And so Danny got herself in literally a predicament.
I hope he doesn't.
A predicament. And so I hope that she doesn't do that, because but I feel like she is, because she don't know how to hold water. And I think I relate to Danny so much because I'm so much like her. I can't hold water. And when it comes to my friends and people I fuck with, they know all my business. They know all my business. Elaine can tell you, she knows a good majority of my business. That's why me and Elaine can never not be friends again.
I got you.
Like, me and Kimmy cannot be friends again. At this point, you know too much of my business. So we can't not be friends. We're gonna have to work this shit out. But that's how I live. That's how I live. And I think Danny lived the same way. Because we're gonna make some mistakes and we're gonna tell you some shit. But bitch, I don't want you to turn on me once we're not friends no more. So the best way to do that, bitch, we friends.
I don't think Danny is narcissistic. So a narcissist only thinks about themselves and how they could benefit from something. And I don't think that's Danny at all. I think Danny is warped because Danny wants to take care of her family like she saw her mother take care of her family.
Mhm.
And she has a problem because she'll accept anything to that end. And she has Anita's backbone when it's external things, but not internal things. She lets her children speak to her disrespectfully sometimes. She definitely let Bill be disrespectful to her. Her family manipulates her
Mhm.
and makes her feel bad about how her failings in her life and the mistakes that she makes and that she's loud and brash. They spend a great deal of time going, oh, there go Danny again. There go Danny again. And so that's not narcissistic. Narcissistic is everything is about me.
Right.
How does this benefit me? How can I use you to benefit me? How can I turn this back around and make it about me? And so Bill wasn't happy in his marriage because he kept getting everything he wanted, and he wanted Danny to be more independent. But rather than tell Danny that I'm going to use and abuse you and allow you to keep forgiving me, and then I'm going to get angry with you because you forgave me. But I'm going to treat you like shit. And then I'm going to go, oh my goodness, you don't want me back to treat you like shit?
Right.
And I'm not going to acknowledge all the things that I did. I'm going to stand there and act like none of that happened. Oh my goodness, I never knew Mike was like that. Yes, you did. But I made changes only after people sued you and you didn't want to lose your law firm. Don't try to turn this around. So I think
people are flawed,
Yeah.
Elaine.
Yeah. People are flawed. and I think everybody has a bit of narc in them, right?
Yes, I believe that too, because now I'm realizing it.
It's self-preservation. But I think when you go too far, when you go into the Leslie thing, right? It's no, everything is about me. And I'm gonna hurt, I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna steal for me, for the benefit of me. That's going into narcissism, right? So everything you do is about that. But I think everybody has an idea that, okay, I need to save my life. I need to save my marriage. I think that's healthy because you can't save anyone else if you don't save yourself first. But if that's all you do, it's like, I need money, so I'm going to rob a bank for me. And I'm going to set somebody up for me. And I'm going to, why do they have that? I need to take it for me. Oh my goodness. Chelsea is getting married and set up something. I'm going to take it for me. I'm going to push my daughter into marriage for me so I can look good. Like, it's all about that. It's all about that person. So I think there's a difference between the true narcissist on the show and people who just have narcissistic tendencies that come out sometimes.
Right. I can agree. Harold said, I had that thought too, Trees. Ashley and Andre are at each other's Achilles heel, just like Danny and Andre used to be.
I don't think so.
It ain't that deep.
No.
Okay.
Ashley and Andre kissed once. We got to calm down.
But no, when you remember when they were, so they tried to give us a moment. See, I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't even want to talk about it. But you remember when they was over the mic, the walkie-talkies, and she was like, "Oh, Andre, and she's gonna be, and have I ever lied to you?" And I said, "Oh, that's a moment. That's a moment." And again, because I watch reality TV so hard, I said, "That's a moment. That's a moment that they're snapshotting in us, and they're gonna give a flashback."
He can certainly have revenge sex with her after he finds out, absolutely. But they're not star-crossed. They're not.
I don't even want them to do that because they'll mess around and make her pregnant with his baby.
Well, they could do that, but Danny's gonna be pregnant too. So
yeah.
Kamar said Ashley don't know what to do with Andre, and Andre is not for her. I'm serious. Okay.
Crying.
Angel said Ted is a narcissist. Quake said she takes from Andre and doesn't give to him. I agree with that, Quake. I do think she does a lot of taking and but she is there for him because I think the problem is, and again, it comes with that age gap because he's like, I lost my parents and and I don't want to. And so it's almost like she ends up being like, she is his wife, but it almost like she ends up being his mother in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's like scared and he latches onto, and it's because I've picked up on that. And she's like, Andre, like she'll be like so surprised at his response, and he's like really going through this like trauma and loss and grief. And I think that's something more, and we saw it when she went missing, how he lost, and he was like, Chelsea, let me be the husband. I'm her husband. Like he lost his shit. So I do think he really loves her. But and she's playing in his face, and I hate that for her. If you tell me your business while we're friends, I'm not gonna tell your business if we fall out, because when you told me we're friends, yeah, that don't work out like that for everybody. Narcissist is Leslie, Tiny, Ted, Eva, Vanessa, Morton, Tyrell. It's getting there. Yeah. Tyrell is knocking on the door of narcissist, absolutely. Harold said there was
just think he's young and dumb and in love.
Harold said
He's a little snatched with the box that he just got.
well, and that's what I said. He just need to get some other coochie.
Yeah, he just don't know what to do. That girl done turned him out.
And Harold said there was a point in the beginning of the series where the writers were playing with Ashley and Andre couldn't leave her alone before he married Danny. And that's why I said it. No, I understand what you're saying. We watched it. Gway Leo said, you check, which I don't understand why she keep choosing to kiss that trash over Andre. She even admitted to Andre prior to the crossover that she was begging Bill to come back to her. Right. But you gotta. So what the people told me, Qualio, I hope I'm not mispronouncing it. The people told me that I'm too soft. So I get what you're saying. If I wanted you back, why am I fighting this hard, nigga? I wanted you back. But that people said you got to put up a fight. That's what the people said, and so I got to listen to what the people said. And I'm being honest with you. This is like real life homegirl advice that I get, and they be like, "Girl, you too soft." like you just let that nigga come back, and I be like, "Yeah." Because I wanted it back. What you mean? What the fuck you mean? Like,
but this is gonna be the problem. This is when Danny's gonna realize what she has at home, and now
right
gonna be upset.
And I don't like that, because once you gone, I don't want the trouble of trying to get you back.
Right. But Bill is now gonna be obsessed with Danny.
I don't like the trouble of trying to get you back. So can I just try to keep like? And then, because once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. And then I don't want to see you. Then I don't want to. That's a different type of story. Then it ain't no, oh, you can pop up. But yeah, why I like you and why I still like you, why I still love you. Yeah, we might argue, but we ain't, no. Because child, that's why I said I would have forgave it. Are you done fucking them hoes? It would have been a quick conversation. Are you done fucking them hoes? And matter of fact, you got to fire Caroline. Like it would have been, and I would have stood 10 toes down, and I would have had my boom, boom, boom. This is what you're gonna do. You're not gonna do that? Okay, nigga, I'm leaving. And then he might have fired Caroline, and my ass came back. Okay. And then he rehired Caroline. Oh wow. Like that's what I said. I really do feel like I'm Danny. I really do feel like I'm Danny. Okay. Harold said Andre was literally going back and forth between Ashley and Danny at that time. Yes, he was. Let's not forget that. Not forget that. Quake said she wasn't thinking about Andre. But he's the first that did wrong. He cheated multiple times and downs her sometimes and told her she was leaving her for a younger woman to her face. No, I'm not forgetting that. We cannot forget how he completely disrespected her. And I don't think you were there earlier on in the live where we said it's too soon for her to even be trying to have any type of romantic moment with him, because we just had this flashback that she had, that we had, of how she found out that he was cheating with Haley, and how she got her the job, even though I did that. But you know how she got her the job and all that. So
They smashed through the whole tornado. That girl, they ain't no good. They ain't no damn good.
And then I was like, with this
At all.
club music that you're playing, she said, I thought Haley was
This house.
that was just house. Because I was gonna say, because I was like, you were supposed to be from Philly, and I know Baltimore club music, and they was talking about that on Slicks Live last night, and I was like, I was like, yeah, that's not. I don't know what type of club music. That's house.
And that girl took off her wedding rings and then saw Bill and put them back on. Like,
A
I was
mess.
like, ew. Haley is bold.
Very.
Too bold.
Someone said she was poisoning his champagne during the tornado. Did she do that?
I thought I did see her put something in it, but then they weren't together anymore after.
I was gonna say he flicked her off so quick.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, go do something.
Right.
Oh, because I was about to say she is really, really bold if she did that.
But she would do it because she's stupid.
She was flirting with Kyle immediately when he walked off, though.
This is true.
She was like, no, Haley was out there. Haley was out there, and Haley was for sale. And she was like, yeah, let me.
She took her rings off. Like, there was plenty of people at the fundraiser to see that, you know, she was without her rings or whatever. But, you know, they treat her like a pariah, so it came in handy for her.
But you know what? I think, can y'all think that's going to be Haley's next storyline? And that's why I say I could see her migrating over. She found somebody that she actually really loved. Like, she really fucked with them. It wasn't, yeah, you come from a nice family, and I know you come from money, but it's
Oh,
I
she
actually
found
rock
out
with
his name, though. She knew his name.
You know, can we not believe in love after love? Can we not hit the shade?
How do you walk around and not have people just walk up to you and take all your money and stuff? Like, how?
I just feel like now they're not gonna accept her, but I could see like her
I
going.
feel like you need a bubble. We need to put you in a bubble.
No, like I
You
feel
need
like
to be protected.
no, I feel like she can go over to YNR and like kind of like, you know, they're gonna judge her. Victor gonna be like, yeah, you know, I don't believe you, bitch. But like I feel like she and he gonna tear her apart, but I think she would do good. I think the actress
Victor gonna use her to get at somebody. He gonna use
no,
her
but
to
I'm
get
saying
at-
like for her to go with him and they actually do something serious and like to get out of this, because I feel like that's the only way to get out of the Bill situation without going to jail. You get what I'm saying? or checking up out of here.
Bill ain't going nowhere. And
Bill's not going anywhere, but there's
she
no
gonna
way
have
for
something
Haley.
on Bill, and he gonna settle. He's gonna divorce her and settle a settlement on her. He's gonna give her a few million to go away and not say anything, and because he's a lawyer, and so he gonna give her a non-disclosure agreement, and he'll give you so many million if you sign a non-disclosure agreement and hide the stuff that they went through, but not before she tries to convince him that no, it was that in the first place, but then I really fell for you, and da 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 da. So she's still gonna be trying to con him, but then it's not gonna work, but she's gonna get a few million out of him and stay in town.
It makes so much more sense to go run off with Kyle, in my opinion. Run off with Kyle, live your best life.
They need some more black people because they keep bringing Malcolm and
You said Malcolm.
They need some more black people over here.
You talking about Shamar?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He do need to come on.
He's been on him and
I know he's been on YNR.
They've been on recently. They was on
on the Gates.
No, I want Shamar and Beyond the Gates. I want
No,
him.
I mean, I was saying they needed more black people on Y&R. So
Yeah, well, they
Haley
do.
going over there would be great because they do need some more black people, and they don't have to pay her top dollar because she's not that great of an actress.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look,
Elaine. Elaine, what are you drinking tonight? A lemon drop? What is going on?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. We out.
She
out.
she
out in
high off
public.
she high off her Knicks win, and she said, "I'm gonna talk my shit."
No, I'm drinking a Heineken. I'm sorry, I forgot. We out in public. We not behind the wall.
Now behind the walls, I told you the gates was open tonight.
Well, I mean, come on, guys. We don't gotta act like. Listen, she's no Anita Dupree.
No, she's not by any means. Look, I just want her to slide over there. I was like, can you slide over there real quick so we'll see what it'd be like if you weren't here, and then you sneak back in, or he's still fighting her for settlements, and people could have 2 acting jobs. I ain't mad at it.
They could have been testing her with someone.
But I
else.
think Young and the Restless films in LA, so she probably couldn't do that.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, y'all, Elaine, what you got cooking up on your channel, girl?
I ain't cooked in a week, so I mean, I ain't cooked and recorded in a week, so I really got to get on my stuff.
Because last time I seen you had turkey wings, like you was inspiring me. I made wings, but it wasn't turkey. But that was my first time making wings, and I was and then my boo laughed at me because I was like, well, I gotta get my batter and my marinade right, and he was like, well, you're not gonna put them on the grill, and I said no. I said that means I would have to watch them. I said I'm putting these bitches in the oven. These are about to be some baked wings, but they're about to be delicious.
Yeah.
And so he enjoyed them and they loved them. But I was laughing to myself because I was like, I need Elaine's recipes because I want to go fish next. I'm not a battered fish girl. I don't do fish.
Oh, really, honey? Do it easy.
I've never done it. I've never done it.
Buy fish
mean,
fry,
I'm
baby.
my
Don't
sister-in-law.
reinvent the wheel. Buy fish fry.
But
Either
All right,
by Zatarans or who else?
no, that the
Gathering.
Cajun seasoning.
No, not the Cajun. They just got regular fish fry.
I do.
Or go old school and do cornmeal.
I do Zatarain's lemon. I think it's lemon pepper.
Yeah.
Is it Zatarain's?
So I tried a
Yes.
lemon pepper for the first time, and my boo was looking at me sideways because I said, well, I have the lemon pepper marinade, but I don't have the lemon pepper seasoning. And he said, Latrice, just zest the lemon and put and I said, no, it feels like cheating. I need the lemon pepper.
Well, that is pure lemon pepper. What he's doing.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
True
feel
lemon zest. But I don't like a marinade.
No, because I don't know what they do extra to make it lemon pepper. So I
they
wanted
put salt in it. Don't put salt in it. Salt is not good. They put salt in everything.
Oh, I love salt.
Yes, but we've had this discussion before.
I love salt.
Put it on after the food is done.
I love salt in it. Like,
Look, I love salt. I cook with salt, but
seasoned salt.
if you use seasoned
regular
salt,
salt.
don't put regular salt. I don't.
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
no.
So you just have to be careful.
Oh,
but
with the little white girl on the box with the umbrella, absolutely, I still use her.
When you put seasoning salt in?
Yeah.
the white girl on the box. What white girl?
Yeah, with the umbrella. Salt, what's that salt called? Morton's?
Yeah. In the little circular in the cylinder.
Oh,
That's what it's called. That's what Jalen would say, a cylinder.
yeah, that is Morton's.
We a mess.
I love y'all down. Kimmy, what you got going on? I seen you. Are you into the Love Island? You giving the people what they need?
Yes, I gotta watch it when I get off. My sister and niece already called me to talk about it. But I'm gonna watch it when I get off. But yes, I posted a episode 1, so I'm gonna try to knock all those out this weekend, as with my Beyond the Gates and Real Housewives of Rhode Island. So I'm gonna try to knock out as much as I can because I won't be able to do nothing during the week.
I feel your pain, child. That's why I was like, y'all get it when y'all get it, but the people still love it, and I was like, I ain't gonna stop giving to them because they love it. And yeah, so y'all stay tuned. Nails be doing the shy. I believe she says Sunday 1 p.m. Stay tuned. I believe we'll be doing Raising Canaan sometime tomorrow night. Like I said, my son has a competition tomorrow morning. Then we got a birthday party, and then I gotta watch Raising Canaan and figure that out. But I guess we'll be going live tomorrow night to do that. And yeah, so y'all get the rest of y'all Beyond the Gates. That's why I was throwing them out like I was, because I was like, I ain't got no time after that. I was like, that's all I got. Giving you the best that I got, baby. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. I hope y'all have a wonderful, safe, blessed weekend. And yeah, if you haven't already, please make sure. And I know we are streaming on King Lee's channel as well. So if you haven't already went and subscribed to her channel, please do so. But go ahead and like the video on both sides, because hopefully you're getting it and you're following both. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and make sure that you're following us on all the platforms. Elaine is on the IG, she's on the TikTok, and if y'all want to see her cooking content, she will give y'all some things. And Elaine, I need some good summer recipes. That would be a good thing.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna put. Macaroni salad. I'm making that for my church.
Okay, let's do it. So yes, do that and record it and send it to me. Because that'd be a good old time. Yeah.
Yep, macaroni salad.
Okay. I can't wait to watch.
Yes, she be doing her thing. I be sitting there like the way she be treating that bird feel real aggressive.
You gotta get to know your meat, baby.
She was flipping that bird. She was inside that bird. I said, "Oh my God, Elaine."
You made me think about that. I was doing the turkey wings, and I was like, "Yeah, rub it down."
Okay, I love y'all. I'll talk to them backstage. We still on live. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all check out Nails for the shot, Nails and VKJ TV. Y'all make sure, don't forget, again, running at the bottom of the screen. If you guys want to join us July 18th for the Really Shady event with Really B and Shade in the City. And y'all, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for supporting.
Bye.
Wish my son luck tomorrow.
Good luck.
Yes,
and don't y'all sign off, heifers.
Okay.
And, we're gonna talk behind the scenes, but yeah, I will catch the live audience. We'll catch y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
And it'll be members only. So congrats to all our new members.
Welcome to the crew.
Right. Welcome to the crew. Oh no.